Woo! Hello everybody and welcome to a green screen that didn't want to work with me there for a sec. I'm Labeling.
Hi, Conan.
Heist in progress.
Woo! That's like 3 things all at once. 4 things all at once here in just a few seconds.
Hi, Quayer.
And hopefully y'all are able to hear that because now I can. I figured out what the problem was.
Hi, Comrade Burnside.
And hello Conan. Hello Claire. Hello Comrade. Thanks y'all for hanging out with me. Especially tonight. Hopefully things are going well for y'all. I'm getting everything punched over into its proper place. Especially tonight. That's okay. Y'all will hear about it tomorrow. Don't worry. Everything's fine.
Hi, Never.
What's up, Never? Everybody safe, happy, healthy, no one's in trouble, legally or otherwise. Do not worry about it. It's something that I can't talk about till tomorrow. All right. So, hi. I saw the poll got tied up last second, so I was like, all right, we're gonna fly spaceships. But to be perfectly frank, I don't know if I was necessarily in the best mental space anyway. For doing a lot of voices, I guess? I don't know. So we'll figure it out. And if this ends up not, you know, scratching any itches, then maybe we'll play some Switch games because I haven't got a chance to stream. Oh yeah, I think my son broke my water bottle because now it's leaking. Got a chance to stream that yet. I've used it a couple of times. I've used the capture card to pass through stuff so I can play Switch here while someone else on the TV, but then switch over, which is great. All right. Oh, that's right, I flipped everything.
Total success.
Total success. Claire and Conan sneaking in all sultry-like. Okay. So...
Good to see you, Commander Lavelane.
I did. I didn't, the fundraiser wasn't enough, but that's okay.
Checking all systems.
Thank you, Conan, for the bits and the spooks.
Greetings, Commander.
Why is this not going? I never, oh, you know what? I don't think I unhid game capture here. There we go. Because what's funny is that I always leave the elite one on. I've got basically 4. I had 5 recently. But I've got scheduled game, unscheduled game, elite dangerous, display capture, and now technically the Elgato. Which I guess I can leave off. And then I had the window capture for .hack while we played that, because it did not like game or display captures at all. My teeth are sensitive. Switched toothpastes, and yeah, I'm gonna be switching back soonish. All right, so where am I? I think I have been sitting in this sector doing runs for Aisling Duval, the princess, the granddaughter of the previous emperor, the niece of the current emperor. It's weird, I know. Let's see. See how I'm doing. Oh, hey, your carrier's here too. Nice. All right, rating. I'm currently rating 4. 1 week, 5 days. Okay, so that means I'm almost halfway there. Almost halfway there. Yeah, and the no signal is from the capture card. That's kind of the thing it's got. All right. Ugh, rating 5, 10,000 merits. Why? Why would somebody do that? It's okay. All right, so I have not streamed this since the carriers dropped because the carrier update obviously did not do anything. What am I looking to do tonight? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I don't really feel like fighting aliens, but if I do, I will hit you up. Very, very kind of you to offer. Thank you. I didn't necessarily know if I even felt like streaming, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Which is another reason for not playing these scheduled games. Which I saw got tied up between Max Gentleman and Arcade Spirit. So we may do some Max Gentleman just because that's the newer game. My son has goofed up a lot of my stuff. It's okay. It's like he's a toddler all over again. Stuff is just breaking around him. Let's see. There it is. Still there. What's up, Joe? There's your shout out. However, Little Lane is not recorded out. What's up, Joe? Line yet. No hats for once. Nice. So yeah, working through the day. It's gonna relax, chill, do something. Because doing nothing is not great, even though that's my inclination almost always. Is if I ever get like this, I'm like, just close up, close everybody out, don't do a damn thing. And that's not good. So, who I would have gone in Arcade Spirits? Probably Ashley, because apparently going for Naomi kind of locks her out. So that would have been interesting to see. But I probably would have done a different choice at every turn, just because. Is that a little loud? Yeah, it's a little loud. Let's see. Sound effects turned down. Music is muted. Voice volume, we'll leave that up. Let's turn you down. 10 out of 10 loop-de-loop, right? I wish Twitch supported dual audio casting. Yeah, that is one thing Mixer definitely had going for it. So you could. So I could, well, I mean, technically what I can do is I could stream myself to left channel because I have a stereo mic, and I could put this only in right channel mono, so y'all could adjust your levels individually if you wanted to hear me more. You're guessing Queen Bee would be your next choice. I forgot about Queen Bee, maybe.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Then headphones users would be had to be like, why does Slave Lane sound like he's on my right? And I go, well, technically I am. All right, Merope. 319 light seconds. Madoop. Why did I say Merope? Merope is something else. You could whisper in their ears sweet nothings. Yes, I could if this was the microphone I actually talked to him, but it's not. It's one way up here, so it doesn't really lend itself to ASMR. I thought about it. In fact, I had a redemption, but it just felt weird to do. Like, if I'm all like in that mood, I don't think I mind it, but when I'm not in that mood, I'm like, It's like a wiffle waffle between being like your flirty friend who almost doesn't take no for an answer, and like your not flirty neighbor. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, because I always take no for an answer. Did I get a new Kovas? This is a Marina Sirtis. I can't remember her name. Yes, this game is supposed to be super good in VR, because I mean, imagine like looking around like at this. Imagine looking at all of this in VR. All right, we're gonna go through a gravity well. I say I don't care, but I do. Karina, I believe you are correct. I felt like getting a name. I like this canopy. This is one of the best canopies for just goofing off in, because you literally can see almost everything. And what's great is that while this is technically, it looks like it's a bitmap, all of these are actually modeled stars. They're loaded in chunks, which is why sometimes you get a weird chunk. But even that nebula over there is technically loaded in. Need a HOTAS if you can do it in VR though. Doing keyboard mouse, it'd be like, All right, I got it. Because this down here is actually somewhat built. It actually looks like the brand of stuff I use. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, no. No, no, no. Don't want to get banned by Twitch.
Lincoln, Lima Alpha Victor. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to our territory. We are honored by your visit.
Request docking.
As requested.
Permission granted. Set course for landing pad 205. Use of automated docking.
So speaking of arcade spirits,
control.
hi. Hi. Hello.
Hello, Commander.
What is your name?
I am Iris.
Somewhat of a coincidence there. My own writings, I had a synthetic, an independent reasoning intelligent synthetic sapient, or IRIS for short.
Scan detected.
And there's Miss Marina Sirtis in her dulcet tones. So the other voice you hear is Iris. She is my voice attack HCS plugin. That is technically a separate program that is integrated with Elite Dangerous.
Landing gear deployed.
But you can do quite a bit of cool stuff. Did you buy? Yeah, buy pizza bagel. Command not recognized. I wonder if buy limpets.
Unable to comply.
Landing complete. You may alight when
It says you already have 0 limpets.
Imperial Flight
Buy
Operations
limpets.
Bureau wishes you a pleasant and
I am unable to comply, Commander Lave Lane.
Okay, yep. You renamed your Type 9 to Class 25 fuel scoop for your carrier. Nice. Alright, so what I'm doing here is that I'm pledged to one of the superpowers that govern the galaxy, or rather I should say specifically the bubble. What I mean by bubble is the bubble of humanity. That's not right. So let's see. So we here right now, everybody who is watching this stream, as long as you're not watching it in the super distant future, here we are. This is the Sol system. You can go in here, system map. Mercury, Venus, Earth, a blue Mars. Can you pop the bubble? I mean, you could. Triton, which is, as you can see, permit locked. I don't have a permit to land there. Persephone, Charon, Pluto. Wow, that is really far away. That's 500,000 lights. It's almost 500,000 life seconds away. Interesting. So, here's Sol. So, everywhere kind of out from Sol, and these are all stars you can visit, by the way. In these little areas, represent what's referred to as the bubble. This is the bubble of humanity. Lave is the starting system in a few of the older Elite games. Yes, Lave is very much a big thing in there. Happens to be a sheer coincidence that that was my name. Like, I picked Lave because it means to wash. You hate doing laundry. You have tonight so many times about you. You have thought so many times about using the cleaner service your apartment has to do all your laundry for me, especially because you hate your laundry machine. I understand completely. That's why I largely do dishes and my wife does laundry, because we just like those the least out of the two chores. Yeah, so this is referred to as the bubble. This is by and large where 90+% of humanity still is. There's a little itty bitty dot over here at this place called Colonia, which is right around here. And that's fine. Here we are. So normally, as an independent pilot, I just say, I don't really feel like paying kowtow to any of these powers. but I have pledged my services to Aisling Duval because once I've been in her good graces for a month, she will let me purchase some really badass shields. So yes, I am using her, she's using me. It's okay. That's what our relationship was built on. There was no ambiguity. That's how we both entered into it, so it's fine. That's as far as it goes. So much joy, 120 bucks a month for joy. Joy is sometimes worth it. You're not really spending money on anything frivolous right now. I get you. Oh yeah, I'm about to have a big old expense pop up. But it's okay. So, speaking of, they finally got around to painting my the part of my house that was damaged today. So yay! All right, I like to roll around with the realistic stars. So what I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna talk to my people for Aisling Duval and say, all right, preparation. So she wants media materials from contacts in a controlled system to contacts in any system I want. So here we go. All right, so here, it's 200 light years away. I don't really want to roll that far. 22, maybe I could manage. Is there anything closer? Expansion. Aisling also has your favorite art of all the superpowers. Agreed. This is really nice. I don't mean just she's a nice lady. I mean it's nice art. This really encompasses a lot of the good aspects of the Empire. So there are 3 superpowers which transcend these individual people. They are the Federation, the Empire, and the Alliance. The Federation is kind of what you would think of as like Starfleet. In fact, it actually currently holds dominion over the Sol system. Very much Starfleet, just a little bit more, little less, post-scarcity society, a little bit more trade, a little bit more corruption in some areas, but maybe not if you've seen Picard. I haven't, but I've heard good things.
Hello, Commander Lane.
I said good things, not greetings, but hello to you too, Iris. The Empire is all about, being comfortable, making things much more Earth-like versus like having to adapt to low gravity and stuff like that. Unfortunately, they kind of employ slaves. You can go, but Imperial slaves are just indentured servants. Yeah, and eventually you can buy your way out of slavery. In fact, you can go into slavery to fill some of your debts, but the rates at which you're paid, if your owner is an ass, is not great. And if the Empire happens to liberate like your planet from tyranny, they may go, all right, cool, you're all slaves now. Aisling, however, is attempting to stop that, attempting to get rid of slavery in the Empire. And the Alliance are people who just said, y'all are both dumb, and they all banded together. And there's technically also the unaligned. But yeah. All right. So, HIP 1572. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and plot a route for there. Once this, there we go. What are you doing? H, there we go. 1572, I'm pretty sure is what it said. All right, so we're not going too terribly far. Here's the boring part. I gotta go my power contact. Okay, I'm pretty sure it said media materials. I'm gonna buy 25 of them. It's gonna go, cool! There's your free stuff. Now I gotta spend 250 grand to unlock 25 more. I do get to buy them 25 at a time, correct. When you first start off, you have to do this 10 at a time. Yes, exactly. So that is the benefit to being a rank 4, which is why I went ahead and spent the extra time to do it early on to make the rest of this easy. Because I have to basically remain at rank 3 or higher in the month. So there are some story elements in the game. Yes! And there's actually quite a bit of like lore just sort of lying around, but there's not a lot of stuff that ties it together. They used to have this thing called Galnet, which is basically like a newspaper sort of, but a little bit more interactive for you to kind of get a hold on like it made the galaxy feel a lot more alive. And they kind of put that on hold while they're working on the next expansion, which is going to give like limited atmospheric flight. Apparently we're going to be able to get to like walk around places, which is cool because right now you're stuck in your ship. And there's even things you could do where other people can like hop on your ship. Right now it's called multi-crew, which is cool. No VR for Space Legs makes you sad. It'll get there eventually. They just said not at launch. They didn't say never, they just said not at launch. Because I imagine that's really hard to do. So like, you know what? We're gonna get a good product out first. And then we're gonna move on with that. I want some hot mints real quick. Because I don't have to do any voices today. Yep, these are ginger Danjo pears mints. You're a hot mint. Oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Like a warhead? Kinda. Not, that's sour though. These are ginger and they're hot. I actually care for the pear the least. That's why I'm eating them first, I guess. I don't know. That's the kind of personality I have, I guess. I'm like, I don't like these. Let's get that out of the way. Let's enjoy the stuff I like later. So I'm spending an ass ton of money to get these medium materials to truck out to another place. So basically, I'm loading up my hull full of like t-shirts that says like Aisling is great, slavery is wrong, posters, all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm gonna run it out to somewhere where they need it. But I'm having to spend my own money at the printers because I don't want to wait forever for the printers to do their job. Do I also say the best bite at last for dinner? Yes, I do. Sometimes, like if I'm eating one particular thing, so like let's take ice cream for instance. If I just want to eat ice cream, I tend to go for the crazier flavors like Boom Chocolata, Ben & Jerry's. It's like ice cream with like cookie bits in it, but it's like half coffee ice cream, half like mocha or something. It's been a while since I've had it. It's super good. So when I have ice cream, I want to make it like a meal, if you will. Like I want complex flavors and stuff. So I don't necessarily save a particular bite of that for last because I enjoy it as a whole. If I want ice cream in stuff, like for instance on pie, I tend to go plainer. Like, you know, apple pie, hot apple pie, cold scoop of cold vanilla or vanilla bean, sure. I may have a particular piece of that pie that's been soaking in the ice cream saved for later, yes. Okay, we're gonna get it to 750. Yeah, delicious Indian food for dinner today, nice. I don't know if I've ever actually had Indian food. I know I've had Egyptian food and it was good. All right, now that I've loaded my ship full of 750 tons though, I went to check my galaxy map again because I had a suspicion I was correct that I'm too heavy to fly there in one jump, so I have to do it in 2 jumps now. You what? Indian is so good. Yeah, but I'm allergic to onions. Every time I bring that up, everyone who was like, let's go to, you know, Indian is like, yeah, never mind. So, surprise. Matar paneer over basmati rice with some naan. It's like freaking orgasm in your mouth. Nice. See, here's how you can tell I'm not on my A game because it took me a while to think of something. Space game! What's up, sucker dude?
Total success!
I mean, chana masala, you could definitely leave the onions out. Nice. But it's also like cooking it for me versus like, hey, let's go somewhere. It's like if we ever hang out and we go to PF Chang's, there's about a 5% chance I'm gonna get onion, even if no one at the entire table ordered any because they season their grill with onions. You feel sorry. Hey, it's fine. Here's the thing, I have it a little bit. Like for instance, we had tacos today, and the seasoning powder I use, I just swallowed my mint, has some onion powder in it. So my tummy's a little uncomfortable right now. But not like ridiculously so, like if I, you know, actually had onions in there. All the high sound effects are duplicated. Ah, okay. So let's do
Scan detected.
this. Alerts, monitor only. Okay. Let's try that. You thought it was for effect. Nope. Because I figured out the problem. At least you don't have snakes in your stomachs. Precisely. So what Comrade is referring to is one time I had a bunch of onions. I didn't realize it, didn't taste it, had no idea I had like a half a cup of onion.
Predetermined flight path.
And I was in so much pain, I was hallucinating. There were snakes in my belly trying to get out. That was not a fun night. But at that moment, I realized, you know what? This allergy's not in my head like I thought it was. All right. So you see this over here? That's the sun. That is a sun. It's a nice sun. This planet, it's really cool. You can see dawns popping up. But here's the reason why. A lot of people really enjoy just exploring in this game.
Charging.
We're going to activate some frame shift drive, which is the FTL equivalent in this. And it takes you to big gravity wells, of which solar bodies tend to be the biggest in a system.
3, 2, 1.
Hyperspace velocity reached.
It's like a yellow-orange sun.
Key systems are at optimal
Throttle down, by the
levels,
way.
readying for exit. Now. Completing
that.
system scan. Stand by. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
Hands-free cartographic scanning. You're allergic to red food dye as a kid, and you would always get an awful headache, but you grew out of it. You know, if it was real or made up somehow accidentally. Without fail, you would get the worst headache. But like you didn't with Coca-Cola, which has red dye in it, you think, I don't know. It could be the particular type or concentration. I believe it was an exposure issue. Because my father has the same allergy, and my grandmother did, but she's like, oh, I grew out of it. She's in her 90s. I don't really want to wait that long. We noticed that every time my son, when he was really little, had it, when he was changing his diaper, his booty would be like scarlet red. We didn't really seem uncomfortable. So basically, my wife, every time she would go out for Mexican, she would take the kid with her. And obviously, it came through in his particular food source at that time. And now he has no problem with onions. So I believe it's because my father was allergic. I didn't get exposed to many, if any, and therefore developed the same allergy. It's kind of like nuts. Like, having a tree nut allergy is largely due to non-exposure. But check this out. This is the sun. This is the sun that we just flew near. And it doesn't really seem that big, but we are really, really far away from it. Like, really far away from it. But that's why, to this day, you hate Starburst and Skittles and Airheads. You associate them mentally with headaches. Makes sense? I like all of these things, but I'm not allergic to red dye.
Drive charging.
Allergies are weird. There are different versions of red dye that are used. The one you're allergic to has been phased out. Could be why the headache went away. Oh, could be. Yeah. They also make your teeth feel weird. You kind of, whenever people say they don't want to give their kid peanut butter in case they're allergic. Right. It's just like, no, you need to do that. No, we were told early on, like, don't give babies honey, by the way. That's not an allergy thing. Most honey has little bitty
Key
spores
systems are at optimal levels, readying for exit. Now.
that contain botulism.
Commander Lane. Cartography sensors are scanning. Collating data. Completed.
Thank you. Oh, she can't hear me. Resume voice control. Resume. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go. All right, so where are we going? We're going to go to Cannon Market. So it just happens to be the closest. So it has little bitty bits of botulism in it. Very, very, very small amounts. I mean, we're talking super itty bitty, mega tiny small amounts. But when you're an infant, you're sort of getting off mom's, immune system. You kind of don't really have a defense against it. So it tends to be bad, like kids die. So don't give any baby under 1 honey. Not even honey you cook with. Don't give them honey. Got some pure honeycomb in your cabinet. Nice. You're allergic to so much crap, but you're always grateful none of their food are met. Yes. This last thing you need is to be like, oh, this life-saving procedure. Allergic to silicone. Bleh. My wife has a minor allergy to silicone. Like, she can't have silicone contacts. But, like, medical equipment, generally not a problem. I think. Yeah. So... and they say up to a certain point, you know, give them a little bit of peanut butter, like little bitty bit, and watch for like redness and swelling and stuff like that. And if it doesn't, continue to give them peanut butter for a while, so they do not develop an allergy. Which we gave Little Lane a lot, you know, not a lot. We gave Little Lane peanut butter. He can't have it now because of his dental work. Tomorrow I may try to find out what went wrong in the agar-agar recipe I got and fix it, because I made him. I'm trying to make non-sticky peanut butter by gelling it, basically. You're allergic to doggos and mold. North Texas is like the mecca for every allergen ever. Like, there's 5 or 6 different biomes that literally all converge in this area. And the trade winds are so strong coming off of the Rockies? Whatever the ones in the west are, that just literally all of the wind gets funneled right through North Texas. So like every single thing you could be allergic to is here. And up until I was 30, I had very little, if any, problem. But it's bad. And lately the whole mountain cedar things that keep rolling in are so bad that turn your black cars green. Ugh. Rockies to the west, yes, thanks. Cat's feathers, dust, mildew, pollen. Ooh, woof. Yeah.
We are pleased to have you at this Imperial facility, Commander.
So, when Zyrtec was easy to find, what's up here? I would just pop a Zyrtec and I'm fine. Request docking? Oh, she can't hear me. I have it turned off right now. I'll just do it.
Permission granted. Proceed at your earliest convenience to pad 10. We are ready to engage the automatic.
So thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Sorry I'm not my normal upbeat self. I'm still pretty upbeat. Still vaguely flirty. Ugh. Reach. There's so many cute kitties in the Discord. It makes you happy. Nice. Kitties. Sorry. There we go. I'm feeling a little better. I went to kitties instead of cats first. But can't wait for you to get blat because Type 9 interdictions are terrible. Yeah, I'm not half bad a pilot though. Basically, you look like you have low-grade cold most of the time. As one coworker pointed out, you're basically always in a state of mild irritation. Ouch, that sucks. A phone near me. Are links allowed here? Yes, as a subscriber, yes. Regular folk, it's still allowed, but it has to be permitted. I'm pretty sure I have that turned off. I mean, that's how it's set up. But go for it. We'll discover together. Are you secretly sick, Jam? What's up, Dutake? Welcome in, sir. Oof. How you enjoying the extended time with the kiddos? I'm enjoying mine.
Landing successful. Please shut down all systems. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes
Kind of glad I have not been called back yet. Alright, so now that we're here in the Cannon Market, I'm gonna go to my power play contact here. Be like, hey, I have a whole bunch of t-shirts for you. They're gonna be like, oh, cool. Loving it. Nice. Legit, in the last 200 hours of you playing, you haven't died to aliens, pirates, or other jerks. You've only died to interdictions in the Type 9. You're used to it at this point, but honestly, your sinuses are clear. You freak out a bit because you're not used to it. It's like, 2 nostrils? What's going on? You officially can move in your new apartment on August 1st. I am excited for you. Pleased as punch, Joe. Gun frame. There we go. So now I have 2,253 merits. I gained 750,000, 775,000 for that, but I spent like I probably spent 700,000 to get it, to buy all this. It's just, best thing about this move, no trucks, no baloney, just throw everything in the elevator. Wow. Yeah, I guess that would be one thing. Still worried about taking apart your bed frame. I've done that tons of times. You'll be fine. They may go, but Lave, you're especially handy with your hands. And I go, I know, but it's really easy. You'll be fine. Start at one corner. Work your way to on the same side, the other end. So where your bed goes, dunk. And then do the other one. Take off the headboard, that's the heavy one. Then go down to the last little corner that stands. Take that apart. Bob's your uncle. Finish your rent. You're paying your friend to do it. Heck yeah. Oh, speaking of friends, I found out that the data center that called me a race trader was not the one he works at. But they are not actually hiring right now, so I felt good. I was like, hey, does da-da-da? I'm not calling them out just because I don't know if that was like a rogue employee. I have contacted other higher ups at this business, but I don't know if that was like a common thing there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess you weren't here, comrade. Yeah, so surprising no one. Right about when this whole business started and a lot of places were going on furlough, I was like, just in case the worst should happen, I want a second job lined up. So I started applying around. I have no small expertise in the matter of computers. And so as a result, I applied for really 2 different data centers. One, because a friend of mine works at. He's like, I don't think we're hiring, but he's like, it can't hurt. And I'm like, yeah. And another one, I just happened to see through a listing on like Indeed or something. I don't know. Well, maybe 3 weeks back at this point, I get an email that basically boiled down to the guy saying, hey, we scoped you out on your Twitter feed. And at least every day I'm making certain that, the fact that I stand for human rights is well known, because standing by and not doing anything isn't good enough anymore. The stuff that you allow to happen means that you endorse that to happen. And I for sure don't endorse the death of people who were sleeping in their apartment because cops happen to have gotten the wrong house with a no-knock warrant, or someone who used to play a violin recital for kittens at the local animal shelter got his neck stepped on and couldn't breathe just because they mistook him for someone else. That's not cool. So basically, that's all to see on my Twitter feed. And this person apparently took umbrage with that. So I kind of shot off an email to my little data digging his superiors, copied them on it. Again, not gonna out this company just because I don't know if that's one guy or what they did with him. But yeah, that was a fun email. Yeah. Other than the fact you don't want you anywhere near your taxes, pretty close. That is so wild. Yeah. What's funny is that was right around the time I started applying for a bank, and I was like, I started reading it. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is not for the bank. And I was like, because that bank seems a lot cooler than that. I'm like, I don't know if the hiring manager would go with that. Yeah. Let's see. Data for Aisling. All right. Cool. So I helped. Yeah. Let's see if we have any missions taking us back. So I don't want to keep doing this because obviously this is not fun. It's not visually interesting. So I don't know what I want to do though. Like I said when I started, I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot of things right now. Very ambivalent. Part of me wants to just be like, nah, I don't want to stream. But I do. I want to. I like doing this. This brings me joy. It's a definite Marie Kondo moment. Oh, you know what? I haven't shown y'all. I'm pretty certain I haven't streamed since fleet carriers were a thing. So let's go show off my baby, Kubio. This is also the benefit of having an auto dock because I don't have to pay attention for this part. Because if my ship happens to hit anybody, it's the fault of the dock workers, and they pay the fine. Huh. I'm guessing. Okay, there's Silver Line, so here's Never's carrier. This means this is the Solaire. Yep. Some jerk grinded all the tritium and sold it. No one can buy it. Oh, really? Wow. And hello. And welcome, Schmelly Orc. And I take it, also welcome, Commander. What am I sitting on? Oh, hey, get out of here. There's a Type 9 trying to muscle in on my territory. Only places sell it mega high. Ooh. Let's see. Well, I'm checking my inventory like I'm actually at my carrier right now. Clear the mass log.
That's already done. Afterburners engaged. Power to engines. Stand by.
Engage warp on my mark.
Okay.
Mark.
Greetings, Commander Laveline. Jumping.
Please take care on your journey.
At this point, do you go to bed right now? You got errands that needed to get done. Full power? Namaya. Manually. Disable voice control?
Iris, offline.
Sorry, when I want to talk to chat, Iris is very nosy and starts interpreting things incorrectly. You got errands that you need to get done for the most part, or do you celebrate with beer and stay up till midnight and regret it tomorrow? Well, you know Claire's vote.
Maximum velocity.
There were places selling tritium for 4K each, now it's 50K or higher. I think when I bought it, it was just under 2. And I just kind of no-brained for like half an hour.
None detected.
So I've got some...
Commander Laveline. Cartography sensors are scanning. Collating data. Completed.
Oh, let's do it this way. Crash into the sun! I can! This is a very expensive ship, so I don't want to do that. It's a relatively expensive ship, I should say. It's not anywhere near the most expensive I own, for sure. Yeah, you're having one called Farmer's Daughter. Pixar didn't have them. So I could crash in the sun. In fact, I did for Little Lane because he just insisted on it. You're riding that ship too. Got it with a Guardian FSD, which you had to grind it out. Ooh. Yep, I did that on stream in December. That was when I just started playing the game again after not playing it for like 2 years. So looking back on it, I'm like, oh my God, how did I not see the nav beacon there on the radar, which is in the middle of the screen over here. And once you know how to read it, it's like a durr. But at the time I was like, so here, ladies and gentlemen, is the cookie jar. Name voted on by y'all.
Greetings, Commander. Please be mindful of other ships around this carrier. Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path. You're clear for automated approach. Please.
What kind of cookies? Exactly. We love all types of cookies here, to be quite frank. Even uncooked, well, okay, so for the actual edible type, uncooked cookie dough is okay. For the illusion type, uncooked cookie dough, no good.
Time to heist!
There we go, ladies and gents. Gentle folk. Wait, it was...
Heist in progress.
Theydies and gentle thems, I heard. And I like that. I'm gonna try to mentally switch my head around to that. Theydies and gentle thems. Love the name. Yeah, you voted for it. You practically single-handedly made it happen. So all types of cookies enjoyed at the cookie jar. who used to sell lots of ships and stuff, but that took up too much space. Like literally half of my storage on the carrier. Guys, gals, and pals. Nice. You also put in a few votes for Cookie Jar. Nice. Yeah, so you both did. Although, admittedly, I would have been just as happy, me personally, just as happy if Cindercoat had won. But that's because I like Diablo. And I like Cindercoat. It's orange, as is the carrier. In fact, let's go ahead and go below decks. I'll give y'all a good look now that I'm able to. Because when I tried streaming this on the day carriers went live, obviously y'all were there, you know what happened. Not a lot happened. Who is this? Who's this cutter? Trying to land here. Who is this? It's fine. Buy a better ship. It's okay. The cutter has its moments. The cutter is technically faster than, I mean, the clipper is faster than the cutter. The cutter is a good one. Speaking of ship names, you've been making a list of new ones. You have a lot of fire-based ones if you ever need. Absolutely. Toss them my way. So here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Cookie Jar. A victory class carrier because I enjoy the horn, but more so than that, check out these sweet, sweet engines. Normally, I'm all about the top half, but sometimes you just gotta have a good look at the back.
Total success.
Ooh. Everyone, Claire and Conan and Joe making it out A-okay. So as far as what I got, let's see, carrier services, bridge crew, obviously. My little dude here, Gary Wong. Now these faces and these names don't mean a thing. I could replace them if I wanted to. In fact, I did cycle through quite a few people because I wanted cool looking people. And the character generator here can be less than stellar sometimes. You met with the police department today and it was an exhausting meeting. Ooh, that does not sound fun. I haven't had to meet with them in a long time. So commodity trading, which I have done quite a bit. In fact, that's mainly for y'all to sell to me and me to sell to y'all later on when you need it though. So that's not a common thing. Tritium Depot. Apparently I've deposited a total of 6,000. Oh, that reminds me. Inventory, that's what I'm looking for. Transfer. So I currently have a little under 4 grand tritium. You're one of 4 people giving LGBTQ sensitivity training to the police. The police department reached out to us saying they wanted to be better. Okay, you have mixed feelings. I believe that everyone should be allowed to be given the opportunity to get better. So it's just like, all right, you know, I'm gonna give you a chance. But for those that have less than stellar reputations, maybe only 1 chance. Best advice: never talk to cops that are investigating you, even if you didn't do nothing. That does sound a little tiring. Let's see. I've given tips to police officers on like how to dress, but that's because up until I dressed people for a living. You will reserve any comments or judgments. It was just exhausting. Yes, I imagine. Yeah, I'm all about reallocating funding, but some presence needs to stay. ACAB, as much as my family is in the police force, ACAB is by and large true, yes. Just chilling with 750. Yes, yes, I am. That's rainy day money, just in case tritium hits the space fan. Yeah. All right, so this is where it's easy to go to an outside source. In fact, let's see, you know, currently 1.7 is the best sale for diamonds. So if I need an extra, what, let's see, $250 million, I can pick that up. All right, let's see how bad tritium is right now. Best Buy. Filter carriers. There are a couple of medium... Oh, but the quantity is 2. Oh my god! Schmelly Orc is absolutely correct. The only thing that has a quantity above 2, the best price right above a quantity of 2, is for 36,000. Ugh. Filter carriers. Best Buy. 25 seems to be the going rate. Ouch. The best way to deal with the police is just be... Yeah. Yeah. Even in that... Yep. Yep. No, and like I said, a lot of my family is, and I've heard both sides, and I believe them all. Now, not a lot of people know this, but where I grew up, I was the only Caucasian kid for many miles. So this is not to draw a parallel with any person of color, because my life has been significantly less stressful when interacting with the cops. But I remember I was sleeping over at my friend Jimmy's place. And apparently Jimmy's brother was doing drugs, or dealing in drugs. So the cops raided his house on the day I happened to be sleeping over. And it was a really scary moment. Because then the minute when they found out I was white, I was being treated differently. But how old was I? 8? Maybe? Having a gun on my face? Like a gun? Like some kind of rifle gun? That was not a fun night. Yeah. So, we can go mining if we need to really chill and relax. You know, I just realized we can do this too. This is something I meant to do earlier and I forgot. We could go mining. I'm gonna change my password. Because what is on there isn't valid anymore. Bonk. All right. So you're gonna have a bot popping in, giving you the names of song titles here in a little bit. Don't freak out. That's all part of the program. That way also I don't get sued. Because Elite has background music, but it's very quiet and very, very, very intermittent. So I just don't even bother. All right, so once again, we could go mining. Right now, let's look at something cool. While we look instead of just at my side panel. Stare into the sun! All right. So let's see. You can do refuel, repair, armory, redemption office, shipyard, and outfitting. At my carrier, the cookie jar. Okay, screw it. Booze it is! Be careful not to get too indecent. Or at least share. No, I kid. Alright, let's see. So I'll know here, let's see. Okay, somebody bought a class 4 refinery from me at some point. So even in areas that you aren't able to refill, as long as you're clicking through and you see it lit up, that means that something on this page was bought. It goes and gets the gin. Nice. Oh yeah, I just got rid of TikTok. I just realized that I'm never really on it. And it absorbs a crazy amount of data for what it is. Like, I hadn't realized how extensive it was until a lot of my privacy screens set up in my phone were going, hey, somebody's attempting to breach us, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, I'm guessing this is when I was selling to y'all because I don't have any active anything. What's up, TBJ?
Hi, Brian J.
There we go. The man with the rebrand. You cut out the middleman and directly sell your data to China at night. I know, right? Oh, you know what? We're getting a little low on fuel. Well, I'm glad I bought a whole bunch of fuel when I did, I guess, because... All right. The Brian J. So what I'm gonna do now is actually fill my hull up, my hold up with tritium from my carrier, and then kind of put that in the fuel tank. There's no way to directly transfer to the fuel tank from the cargo bay, which, I mean, honestly, if you think about it from a safety perspective, is probably the best. That way nobody goes, oh, we're just gonna stick these diamonds, or you know, hydrogen fuel in the tritium tank, it'll be fine. Oh, well. Now I have a very big hole.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Marina Sirtis! I had the hugest... I probably still have a crush on her, but I had, when I was younger, the hugest crush on her. Your carrier is currently low on fuel because you went out for raw mats, and by low you mean 3 full tanks. I know, right? Yeah, what did that put me into? Yeah, I still have 216. I have, yeah, 3 full ones. He had a huge crush on Danny Phantom as a kid. I can see that. Danny Phantom had that like two-tone hair color. Which, fun fact, my hair is now long enough that a lot of my red is showing through. My wife was walking by and she was like, did you dye your hair? I'm like, no. So literally the only thing I do to my hair now is wash it. I don't even put anything in it. It's great. And she's like, it's so red. And I'm like, yeah? Remember we first met? I told you that I have red hair, but it only happens if I actually happen to grow it out. She's like, oh yeah! Your crush is Harley Quinn. Oh my god, yes! You think that shared with a lot of people? Yes! He had a huge crush on Danny DeVito as a kid. Can I offer you a lemon and wait, what's the thing? Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? I have never seen It's Always Sunny. Do not at me. I just don't have time. / inclination. It's okay. I know it's a fine show, just not my thing. I may give it a shot, but same thing with Parks and Rec. Didn't really care for it. Whenever you get the time, it's a really funny show. Yes. One of these days, I'll sit down. I'll have other people do it. If other people who are like, hey, I will, if you watch it, I'll go, yes! I'll be right there. But honestly, nothing short of that will work. Oh, for some reason, my chat log on the bot is completely borked. Let's fix this. There we go. You're getting this haircut. Nice. This page is not working. You're so mad Hulu removed the Naked Gun episodes of Always Sunny. Oh, I like the second picture I was able to click on. It looked very nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair, but for anyone who knows me, like for instance, let's see, who here has seen me in real life? I mean, obviously, you guys have seen me here, but I mean, physically in 3D, let's see, Fosco has, Dutaki has. Look at how long my hair is. Like, it curls. My hair actually curls, it's so long. Because my father actually has ringlets. His hair is so curly. Like, my father, if he did nothing to his hair and let it grow, has an afro. His hair is so fine and curly. So my hair curls to a certain point, and then it gets heavy enough it falls off. But up until then, I just have these, like, flowy little cherub things. And it's fucking, like, warm. I was gonna say hot, and then y'all were gonna go, yes. I'm gonna be like, no. No, I hate it now. It's hot because Texas is finally turning back into Texas. We had a really mild early part of summer and spring, and now it's right back to, yeah. And ever since they got the insulation done, why are we not looking at cool shit? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We need to keep looking at cool shit. My attic is literally over 120 degrees. I know this because I put a thermometer in there and it only goes up to 120 degrees. You used to have red in your beard, but it all went silver. Nice. Low 80s with slight breeze, partially cloudy every day. It's 91 here. 92 on my porch. It's 10 p.m. But in my house, it's 76, which is great. This insulation was pretty expensive, but it's worth it so far. I actually don't feel like I'm sweating myself off. In regards to gray, I haven't shaved in a couple of months either. This is all I get. This is months of not shaving. It looks like I just have a dirty face. Right here is gray. It's getting up to 95 later this week though, and raining the same day. Ugh, that hot rain? Yeah, I hate that. My friend used to call that was when the devil was beating his wife because it was hot rain and the sun was out. And that's always stuck with me since. You're getting laser hair removal on your face as soon as COVID is over. Cool. I know that takes a couple of treatments, so be prepared for that. I have a friend who did it in her armpits. Probably take 8 to 10 seconds. Oh. That being said, though, like, my hair grows super slow. Like, I maybe have to shave once a month, if that. You go far less facial hair than even you, Lave. So, like I said, this is since, I don't know, maybe a year or two. But just this is since March, I guess. That's it. Grow chin and mustache, and that's all, but it grows fast but sparse. Nice. Yeah, my mustache does not touch my beard, so it's technically a Van Dyke. It's not a goatee. So yeah. So for a long time, I was like, I'm not gonna grow facial hair until I got the flu and it knocked my ass out for 2 weeks, and I had just enough hair. My wife was like, "Ooh, I like that." So I let it go for another month, and everybody's like, "Oh, hey, that's not dirt on your chin. That looks nice." And I quit looking like I was 12. Because I think I've shown y'all what I look like without facial hair. I usually bring it up and everybody's like, "Oh, how long ago was that?" And I'm like, 2019, January, because I nicked my mustache pretty hard when I was shaving and said, screw it. Facial hair also gives you hella dysphoria. You notice 5 o'clock shadow before and just instantly, yep. I've never had like the blue like look. I've never had 5 o'clock shadow. I go straight from, I can't shave for a week after I shave because the hair isn't long enough to shave. And usually kind of go, oh, I need to shave. Like, this is the longest it's ever been. And it's, you know, this long. That's it. I will never have a full luxurious beard like Ina Beta. Which is funny, because one time I was like, oh, yeah, I got a big beard. And I was about to say in my closet, and he goes, no, you don't. And I'm like, whoa, calm down there, beardy. My only, to my knowledge anyway, dysphoria or dysmorphia, whatever, is related to body integrity. I think I've talked to us about this before, but it's my eye. Like, I feel calmer when I can't see out of it. Don't know why. There's one little itty bitty part of my brain that's like, you don't need that eye. And I'm like, shut up, brain. Yes, I do. I like that eye. I like being able to see in stereo. So, of course, I'm not going to remove it. So, there you go. Oh, and you can see which bay I'm in because I haven't docked. Only the one eye? Yes. It's actually really common for one side of the body for those with body integrity identity dysmorphia. Yeah. They want only one particular set gone. Like, for instance, it's the left hand or certain fingers or a leg, not both legs. No, not always. Sometimes it's, you know, both legs want to be gone. But on mine in particular, it's just the eye. It's all right. Everyone is allowed to want to feel normal. To want the outside to reflect the inside. I, however, want both of my eyes, no matter what my brain is wired to say. I think it's because when I was a kid, and I mean this like I was developing still, you can't really see it well here. But if I get rid of all of my flowy hair, there's a little divot right here, which is just big enough for a thumb to fit in. And right here, up at the top, I've got one right here. So literally my hand fits right here. So I think when I was developing, I used to do this, like in the womb. So that's kind of a calming thing for me. Oh, and I wouldn't mind a little bit less in my middle, but I found out that you actually need fat there to kind of be healthy. Because the whole like buff bodybuilder look isn't healthy. I didn't know that. Thankfully, there were a couple of artists who inadvertently clued me in that that's not a cool look. And so ever since then, I felt much better. I like this music. All right, so where are we gonna go? We wanna beat up some pirates? Do we wanna bring in a Lobie pilot and be like, hey, let's show you the ropes? The answer is no, because I don't necessarily know if I'm a great teacher. I can give you money and say, here's how I pilot. You'll have a little belly unless it's on you. Nice. I don't have any belly, thankfully. My waist is still really small. It's just that I don't have a six-pack anymore, because I didn't realize it until it was pointed out to me that I was kind of starving and dehydrating myself to keep it.
Time to heist!
So I got a 4-pack. Ish. I don't have stealth abs. I believe
in progress.
I believe it's okay to have a standard for others and a standard for yourself. It's okay to like a belly, but not want a belly yourself, because that's 2 bellies in the relationship. And somebody has to be the 1 in a perfect 10, because you need the circle and the not circle. A perfect 10 relationship. Because for a while I struggled, because I was like, oh, I'm not buff, I'm not strong. And everybody sees my forearm and goes, oh, that's a lie. And I'm like, it's what? It's just mine, because that's just it. You only have yourself to judge by. And you go, well, I'm normal. It's like, no, not necessarily. So I was like, I have to look like this. And the answer is no, that's unhealthy. And it's like, oh, you're 1 pound, you look like crap. Yep, no, yes. Instead of like, woo, yep, no, I 1000% understand that. That is how I feel, at least felt at one point, because I was having to I was having to make certain that I could still fit in all my tailored clothing, because that shit's expensive. But honestly, I used to work myself so hard that my neck literally broke from the inside out. In fact, just recently I aggravated it again, so I'm trying to take it easy. It's not easy to stay less stressed in these times, though. So yeah. Because what was it? Sunday? Yeah, I think I was telling you on Sunday. I have a lot more movement today, but yeah, I stretched and I was a little dehydrated. And all of a sudden I felt it go, like I heard it and felt it. And I'm like, okay, if I keep doing that, I'm gonna break my neck again. Let's not do that. Yes, that was a fun bit of work. They're like, oh, did you do da-da-da? I'm like, no, I have a broken neck. They're like, oh yeah, get out of my store. It's fine. That's neither here nor there, and now well beyond what I need to be worried about. You think you missed your message? No, I did see it. I was glancing over it. I don't feel like up to killing aliens right now. Let's see, what is in Agartha? What do I have here? Oh my god. Whatever it is full. The star and planet do look cool. You know what? Let's go find a pretty star. Let's go find a pretty star to look at. Because, fuck, it's tritium. Eventually the prices will go back down. I got three full tanks of gas. Technically 4 because 1 is already fully loaded up. Who gives a shit? I do. I give a shit, but I'm still gonna fly out somewhere cool. All right, map. Let's go to not visited. Star class. Here's all the cool looking ones. Oh, you know what? Let's go. Let's just do that. All right. So these are all stars I haven't seen, and I should be able to tell their colors by what's on there. Was that a system full of decommissioning carriers? I don't know. I will look again. Let's see. So I've got it. It's Agartha is whatever it was. I think the red signs are actually like you can't go there. Purchase carrier. There you go. That's what it was. Agartha is a carrier purchase system. What? Go back there. You also get hit on by the most respectful way ever the other day. Nice! I'm not gonna lie, having the gym's closed helped with your lying about how often you go to the gym. You found out who was trucking all the tritium. He has 4 billion now and streamed it. Ugh. Well, I mean, you know, you can corner the market. It just means that, you know, the rest of us who didn't bother to laser mine a lot of tritium are gonna have to rely on our reserves for a while. Need to work out more. I just today, in fact, bought a Ring Fit Adventure for the Switch because I'm gonna start getting in there. Yes, you can filter by systems you have not visited yet. Correct. Even though the one that we're in, no, we were just there. Yeah, see, Kubio is blue. All right. So, however, let's go to Star Class. Okay, so you are G Star. We don't really care about G's at the minute. You know, let's look for cool ones. This will be a little harder to find, but I'll look for one. Hear people say bubble taxi? What is a bubble taxi? So, a bubble taxi is basically a ship you use to just get around between various places in the bubble. For instance, I have a Anaconda. I like to get to places in the bubble in one, maybe 2 jumps instead of anything more than that. Like, you know, you're gonna go somewhere and you're gonna go to truck to the other side of the bubble and it's gonna be 30 jumps. No, I'm gonna do it in 2. You're out back taking trash out, and this dude was like, hey, you're really cute. I love your eyeshadow. And was like, are you single? I said, yes, but not looking for anything right now. And he was like, hey, no worries. Just thought I'd shoot my shot. You look great. Have a nice night. Nice. Got the email they'll be reopening soon. Gonna think of a new lie. Well, yeah, at least you get to reopen. Here, everything's closing again, because shit. After that, you're like, dang, you took that rejection well. Now I'm kind of gonna give him my number. Ran into him an hour later and ended up doing just that. Nice. Especially people can take a rejection well. Exactly. Like, he went from rando guy, I'm not interested to, oh, hey, you know what? You're actually a respectable human being. Going somewhere in your 65 light year DBX is much nicer than your 10 light year combat ship. Precisely. And it does make him more attractive once he knows that. Absolutely. Be a winning loser, and people will respect you for it. All right, let's see. So here's the Explorer's Conundrum. I'm looking for a particular type of star, and I'm not really seeing anything close by. Oh, here's something. Maybe, anyway. No, okay, both those are on. You know what? Let's just go to realistic. Oh, you know what? Where's a black hole? Let's go to a black hole. Where is a close black hole? There's also the coal sack. He said sack. I've never been out here. Musca Dark Region. That's... Ooh. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go to a freaking nebula. Why not? Going through puberty again. Musca Dark Region. I will say though, it's a little sad your bar is so low that you slightly swoon over someone who just shows basic respect for you as a human being. And that somewhere is my counter, as in Booze Bar, as in this vodka is nice. The Omega Nebula was neat. It takes you about an hour to get there though. Yeah. My favorite thus far is the Sanguine Rim. which is way over here. Because see, here is the solar system that I discovered. That's why I'm keeping it bookmarked. But as you can see, it's 3,000 light years away. That's kind of far. It's in a whole other sector, which I've never really ever been to. Okay, so here is a white one. Let's see if there's any data on this. Let's see. Star type. Ooh, there's actually quite a few star types in here. Okay. So, yeah, let's jump straight into the Coalsack Nebula, excuse me. Because I have never been here. Why the hell not? Okay, if you want to go with me, we are currently in Cubio. So here's what's cool. Right now I'm in solo play, but even in your own world, my carrier is there for you to go to if you feel like it. ETA, 15 minutes. Well, I'm jumping in 15:22. If you want to just see a weird, cool system, you can check out HPIP. All right. All right, so you guys want to see the weird and cool system, or do we want to go to the Coalsack Nebula? Because I haven't committed the fuel reserves to it yet. Oh, yeah, in fact, I have this bookmarked because you recommended it. It's 200 light years away. You know what? Fuck, it's on the way. We got all night. Let's go here first. And then we'll go to the Coalsack. So it looks like a badass blue star. We'll see how cool it is when we get there. And on that note, let's change ships. I say that. Transfer everything back to the carrier. Weird / cool, you got it. And then we'll go check out the nebula. All right. So we can be in the Dolphin if we just want to tool around. We can be in the Pumpkin Spice if we want to make certain that nothing can blow us up when we get there. Or we can blow up anything when we get there. Or we can mine the hell out of anything when we get there. Taxi Bot, which as you can see here, FSD range unladen is 80.61. My other mini miner. My anti-Thargoid ship. My support ship. My mini trader. And my little itty bitty ship, which goes 72 light years. Mucho daga. Daga, 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 daga. And then my, you know what? Did you change your carrier jump or is it about to jump without? No, I'm sitting on it. I'm sitting here. I'm on my carrier right now. I did change it though. I'm going to the system that you recommended, Never. Or do I want to hop in the Highway Star, the new Highway Star? In fact, I've actually gotten it up to 930 meters per second. You get going so fast, your pilot starts to black out is what's funny. Have the game running on a server somewhere and set up the ability to send commands to that server and do it yourself. You're sure? Pretty sure. Oh, that's not the right button. Carrier management. Ah, fuck. I thought I had it. I thought I said it. I'm pretty sure I did. Because I canceled it. Okay, now I am. I swore that I popped it on there. Didn't see your carrier jump icon on the new system. Well, thank you, Never, for not letting me waste more of my time. You still need a good idea for a pet coding project. I got nothing. There's a small cooldown time after canceling a jump. Nice, that's probably what happened. I thought I said it, because it probably said, yeah, sure, you said it. I like this music. Hopefully y'all can hear it too. Oh yeah, on that note, let's see. I just want to check, see if this only pops through once.
Thank you for the follow.
Okay, I think that you only heard that the one time, so that should be good. The Victory class wings look so short now that you're used to a Fortune class. Yep, right here. Little stubby wings. In fact, this is technically the shortest carrier, but it's among the girthiest. Nope, I really didn't care for the Hammerhead, but I just love these engines. And this is honestly where I tend to look at my carrier most of the time anyway. And the Hammerhead has honestly grown on me. Alright, so back to Shipyard. I think because I don't know what I'm going to find out there, we just play it safe and we hop in the pumpkin spice. Because this is my go-to ship. If I don't know what I'm doing, this is the ship I hop in, because this ship can do almost anything I need it to. This is the ship I break the rule of one ship, one job. Don't repeat a ship. I mean, because honestly, if you had a ship this sexy looking, would you just be like, nah, it's fine, you know? You don't have to, you don't have to. No, it's great. Oh, thank you, Claire. For the bits. The Corvette's really grown on you. Nice. I have one. Honestly, I haven't really PvP'd with it. I like PvPing in the Pumpkin Spice. It's fun. I have more fun in it than I did with the Gladiator, which is the name of my Corvette. Let's see. Up is this button. What's funny is that I have a 0% tariff, but for some reason it's like, there's a tariff applying to everything. Might have tricked the FTL work again now that you can get dirty drives. Cool. Yeah, so that's the Pumpkin Spice. My sleek ship. So, how's everybody's Tuesday going? Mine as well for what it is. I like the fact that I'm getting to hang out with y'all. I greatly appreciate y'all hanging out with me, by the way. And don't worry, I'll be okay. So will the family. It's nothing that y'all really have to worry about in that regard. I just realized that my drawer fell when I shed it earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Well, while I wasn't looking at the screen, that scared the crap out of me, so thank you. What the shit? Something happened to my desk. There we go. You might want to check your tariff thing again. You might have it 1% set for some reason. The display percentage will be 1% lower than what it's set to. Okay. Thank you, Conan, for the bits.
Attention, a hyperspace jump has been scheduled. Please finish any remaining tasks in this system prior to the carrier's departure.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, somehow it's set to 1%. There you go. 0%. Although maybe that's how I actually made some kind of money. Fellas, not to worry without. It's okay, you'll be fine. Okay. Pretty sure we'll be fine. Will you be fine? I will be. Everyone will be fine. It's a thing that happens. And nobody did anything wrong. It will be alright. Why is it that so many Disney songs expect you to have monster hands to play them on the piano? Your small hands feel attacked. Sorry. I keep getting alerts that, like, you know, oh, you need to check your credit card balance. I have a negative balance because they technically owe me money. Just play Monster Mash. It's a graveyard smash. So every now and then I log in and go, oh yeah, that should cut me a check. All right. 8 minutes till jump. Yeah, so I had the ability to buy ships on my carrier. It's just that it was really only helping y'all out, and I think everyone who's playing with us now, outside of maybe 2 people, I've moved well beyond the Cobras. So that wasn't really helping anybody out, although having the mining stuff is still helpful. Although I haven't been to the Icebox in like, I don't know, 2-3 months. You may cancel your airline credit card. It has an annual fee that's usually worth it, but you're not flying. Yep, I know. I feel you exactly. This one has an annual fee. I only kept it because it didn't bother me at the time, but it doesn't even have points. Like my other card gives me points and no annual fee. And has a lower interest rate. This is the one that we kept for emergency, so like for Little Lane's birth. Because I was stupid and listened to people who are still my friends, but have since had their financial decisions, recommendations, they've been re-educated based on that. Yeah. Yeah. My free, you have no credit card is kind of legit points. Nice. You have enough points for 2 round-trip flights right now. But you still have to, yep, even if you cancel the card. That's cool. Yeah, I'm currently not selling anything. I guess maybe I could sell some tritium. At like 10 grand, you know, people may go out of their way to buy it from me. But I'm not, you know, I would rather have it when I need it, is the thing. Could take advantage of the current situation, I guess. That was an ass ton of tritium that guy bought, though. I say guy, that person bought, though. Let's look to the heavens.
Time to heist!
There we go. All right, jumping in 5 minutes. And as someone that used to make a round trip flight like once a month, at least it was super worth it. That makes sense. I haven't flown, I think, since my honeymoon. So it's been coming up on 9 years. Speaking of, and yes, I actually have this on my primary bookmarks. That'll be here, what, 2 months-ish? 9 is the pottery and copper anniversary. Pottery and copper. I'll come up with something. Last year was the bronze anniversary, so I got her a like bronze plate with a phonograph, a physical depiction of sound waves. I don't know what it's called. It says "I love you" and a picture of me and the kid in the corner. And the wool/copper anniversary, I got her a woolen scarf that was copper colored. It was one infinity scarf, and she'd been wanting one forever. I'm usually pretty good about making sure it's something that she'll actually use/want, and it's on brand. Like paper, I got her a paper hat. Hang on, before you go, what? They're small woven fibers. They look like straw, but it's actually paper. And my wife looks good in literally every hat ever. Like, even my bearded dwarven hat, she looks amazing in it. It's crazy. Let's see, Cotton. What was Cotton? I got her a stuffed tiger. That was her college mascot. The leather anniversary, leather flower, which is actually the next one, was the flower and fruit anniversary, but also in the UK it was linen and silk. So I got her a vase full of linen flowers.
Total success.
Nice. Wood anniversary with some wooden earrings. That honestly, that's probably the weakest entry I've gotten. It was the best I felt like she would like, because I didn't want to get her a rolling pin. I did buy her one of those, but like not as a birthday present or anything. She wanted a marble one. Iron rose. Wool and copper we talked about, and bronze we talked about. So I gotta think pottery. Pottery. Carrier services have been temporarily suspended. You win for your wife the ability to look good in hats. Literally every hat ever. You've never been much to celebrate holidays and birthdays or that kind of stuff. Me either, until I met her, and it's important to her, so it's important to me. Because remember, when you decide to go into a relationship of this sort of magnitude, you want to make certain that you realize that it's you and this person against any kind of problem that pops up. Because their happiness is largely integral to your own. So you can do separate things and still be happy. Alright, I'm gonna keep looking at this cool sun. So notice all the shutters have now closed, but only one is lit up. So that means that I'm the only one docked here right now who's not an NPC. Maybe one over here, I don't know. Yeah, one day I'll post that on Twitter, but I just gotta ask her permission first. He's usually asleep when I think of it, though. And there's little security ships flying around going, "You better not do anything illegal here!" I'm just gonna go, "Shut up, you're not my mom." You bought a beluga the other day. It is so big! The bridge is so far forward you feel really squeezed into the carrier. Yep. I had a beluga for a really long time when passenger missions paid out the ass. I might bring it back. I think I'm gonna make an orca though for when station rescues become a thing again, because you can really get it engineered to run very cold. It'll be the only time I get clean engines. This music is very epic for what's about to happen.
Attention pilots, please remain a safe distance from this carrier. A hyperspace jump is imminent.
You bought it because passenger missions tend to take you to places that look kind of cool. Yes, and also, strictly speaking, because they can fit. They're the only type of ships that can fit the luxury class cabins. So sometimes you need the Saud Kruger line, or is it Gudamaya? I forget. Jumping in 55. Yep. Jumping in 30 seconds. Can you hear it spin up? You're gonna hear the horn!
Attention, counting down.
I gotta find out what's up with my desk.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Nah.
1.
But I appreciate that. That's kind of Big Joe Bear's thing, so I don't want to mimic him. We already have a similar vocal range. Yeah, Gudamai did the Cutter Line and the Orbis stations. Yeah, and also I've got Claire in chat. She would totally abuse it. I'll have a thing where I will record voicemail for you guys. That's all good. Now, I thought about it, and I had similar stuff for a while. I had it for a long time, and it just was never used. So I just said, just let me know if you want me to read something, and I will, probably. But he's a fellow Joe. It's okay. Not every Joe needs to know each other, just like every Brian doesn't need to know each other. Although Brian Decker, right? Is that his name? Keeps writing Brian J, which is cool as hell. Except none of those people stick around because they're like, ah! And then they leave. Okay. So this is supposed to be a really trippy looking system. So let's take a look. Where?
Landing gear retracted.
Landing clamps disengaged. Please watch for traffic during departure.
Ooh, what is this? Let me get out from the carrier a little bit. This is a sunlet, ladies and gentlefolk. That's cool. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. Galaxy map is not what I want. I want system map. Oh, wow! That's why there were so many different star types here. Yeah, my ship does say Lave Lane. Yeah, this is a purple star. Alright. Yeah, my sexy orange ship says Lave Lane. Okay, so I know this looks close, but again, we are not very close to this at all. It's just that that's how big solar bodies are. Right, I'm flying away from it just because I'm about to jump into hyperspace. I will check out the black spots on the system map. Okay, now I'm in what's called Super Cruise, which is basically where we are moving at pretty, in fact, I'm technically stationary, but as you can see, my speedometer under the A in Lave Lane says 30 kilometers a second. I miss when all my friends used to Snapchat me because I got sent a lot of cookies. Those were the days. I miss those days. All right, let's see. Analysis mode. Where's my D scanner? There's my D scanner. Got a haircut and a shave today and he looks like a snack. Nice!
Class K star. Class K stars are yellow-orange main sequence stars with a long and generally stable life. They range in mass from 0.6 to 0.9 solar masses and have a surface temperature reaching 5,000 Kelvin.
There you go. It's another reason why I keep Iris around. She's full of facts like this. All right, so system map. All right. Oh. Is that what I think it is? Oh, there's a couple of them. I say that. Yep. Okay, how far away are you? Quarantine made you thirsty as hell. You need to stay off Snapchat. Please hop on my Snapchat. I mean, don't. This is a gnarly system. Absolutely. Thank you, Never. Never is one of the few commanders that hangs out that has been playing for a lot longer than me instead of just a little bit longer than me. You've never sent anything lewd on Snapchat, you think? Nice. Well, hang out here long enough. I'll send you something. I mean, no, I kid. As much as no. As lewd as I am, that just can't be a thing that I do. I mean, you've definitely been sent lewd things on Snapchat. Nice. TikTok was really bad for you. Really? Because, I mean, I followed all those ones you recommended, but I never saw anything. I mean, like, it was definitely like a... but I didn't see the chocolate chips on those cookies, if you catch my drift. No. My own proclivities aside, I'm not ever gonna make a Twitter apology video. Your suggestion here would be to put the Milky Way on the other side of the subject. Okay. Alright, we're 10 seconds away, so this will be my first black hole to see, by the way. Speaking of being thirsty on Twitter. Sorry. Not sorry.
High metal content planet. High metal content worlds like this have a large metallic core, with plentiful metallic cores even at the surface. In places, especially around areas that pass through current volcanism or liquid erosion, some higher metals can be found in their elemental form too.
Already throttled down.
Mining is therefore very efficient, so these worlds are highly valued.
I can't see shit. Now, you didn't send you the links to the. I know, right? I'm not into hot dogs. Like, it's perfectly acceptable for you to have a hot dog, and I can respect the form of the buns, if you catch my meaning, but it just, that's not my thing. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. Oh, no, 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 no! Look at the stars! That was a gravimetric shift. You hear that? Panic. All right. Okay, so where's the accretion disk? Okay. No, that was good. That was good. That was a good sound. Here we go. Okay, check this out. It's that little line. That is referred to as a gravimetric lens. The gravity is so strong around black holes that it causes a lens-like effect and tends to magnify stuff behind it. Let's see. Okay, we are all stopped for sure, because I'm not going to run into a black hole. All right, filters. Color correction. Gamma. Okay. I'll turn this off a little bit, but I've upped the gamma by 1. It's 40 kilometers away, you're fine. Said seconds before disaster. Uh-huh. All right, let's see. So where's the disc? Where's the disc? It should be right here. Am I too far in? I think I'm too far in. Let's see. Galaxy map. All right. Core is here. Shouldn't be. External cam, yeah, could be. All right, bloop. Okay, detach. I'm venting thermal heat because I'm in reverse right now. You can see just stuff straight. Oh, what is that? Another one like right there? What is that? What is that? What is that? I'm looking through the higher gamma because honestly it's just easier to see that way. I'm in normal space right now. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's go back in. HPIP. All right. Back to here. All right. So accretion disk is this way. So this should be. Oh, okay. It's behind. It's like completely behind us. Huh. I can't see the line. What the fuck does X52 probe 16? It is one of the sub triggers. I know, right? Huh. So here's the thing. I should be seeing the disc here. Oh, you know what? We may be too close to this. We may be too close to this to see. It's basically blotting everything out. All right, let's go back here. Of course, I would pick my most expensive ship to do this in. Okay, is this the one I went to? C? Let's go to D. Actually, you know what? Let's check system map. Ori mode. All right. Okay, here's A. Cookie jar is around A. That's cool. Where am I? I am here. Ooh. Oh, so C and D are actually circling each other. That's cool. No worries, it's just like a 40 million credit rebuy. Oh no, no it's not. It is 48 million. This is also probably one of the few things that has enough thrusters to get out of an accretion disk if I really need to punch it. All right, let's see. So, I keep doing that. So that was, all right, so that's C and D, so that's where I went. Maybe we can go to B. What about the Eagle? Now that has to, yeah. But, I worry that its mass is so low that even the fact that it can go almost double the speed of this, it just goes because it's so massless. It's weird that you can't see the galactic plane, but you need to move. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
So what I'm gonna do now?
Temperature critical.
Let's put some of the shields. Thank you, Conan. All right, let's get away from the black hole for a little bit. All right, let's take a look at these nebulae. Let's maneuver around. Okay, so here is the galactic plane, the accretion disk. Wait, no, not the accretion disk. All right, so let's see. This is the map. Your main dating issues, you're staying with you. Yeah, I get, oh, yeah. Yeah, still glad you got the apartment. You might be able to put any of the nebula on the other side and get the effect as well, right? Oh, speaking of effect, filters off. Now I look a little less dead. Okay, where am I? I think I'm near C. Yeah, C is just behind me. All right. Okay, we're gonna do a big loop Now, do I have to be in normal space to get the effect? Or can I do this in Super Cruise? Shouldn't matter, got it.
Time to heist!
Alright, I can see the gravity lensing. Okay, so here.
Heist in progress.
5. Alright, so this should be. Okay, so this is behind me still. Right? Yeah. So just confirming it is up and to the right. Yeah. So that means that I need to drive down here a ways. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging.
It should affect any skybox object, right? I can see a little bit of the lensing happen.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Just barely touched 500 there. Okay, go full. Look up. Oh, you see that? That's so cool. Midnight. Turns out you gotta give a presentation tomorrow morning. Probably sleep so it doesn't look like... Joe, thank you so much for hanging out. Sharing the good vibes with us. I hope your day goes amazing. Hopefully I can show you this before you have to go too far. There we go. This is what Never was talking about. So this is what happens if you put that gravity lens I was talking about, when you can see almost the whole of the Milky Way behind it. But you have yourself a lovely night, Joe. And hopefully Claire shares the beefcakes with you. This is so cool. All right, now, question is, do we want to drop in a normal space here? I just don't know if it's safe to go into normal space around a dual orbiting black holes. Closer, just keep an eye on your heat. Yeah. Okay, we're at 33. You know what? I'm gonna turn off. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, we've gone to normal space on one of them before. Some of these won't generate enough heat to harm you, though, depending on your power plant's heat dispersion. It's very good, in fact. This is cool. There we go. That's cool as heck. Okay, and then back. what's a good way to get? Let's see. Whoop. No, R. There we go. It's like a giant space eyeball, right? The lights. Okay, so that'll be Alt F10 is a big screenshot. However, we are in real space. All right, so let's go ahead and head back now.
Hi, Nibby.
What's up, Nibby? Okay, that is worth a screenshot. Attach. What do you think of that one? What's up, Nibby? You know what? If you weren't so young, I would say other things. It's fine. Body exclusion zone hit? Alright, good. You want to go to the system with the VR headset, right?
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm gonna get a little hot, but we'll be okay.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Warning, taking heat damage.
Ooh. And everything suddenly starts going back right to the world. Okay. That would be scary as hell in real life. Like, I would not do that in real life. Because there'd be just a super good chance I'd just die. Man, so thanks for that. So that being said, you lovely and beautiful peeps, if you want to see this amazing system inside the Elite Dangerous channel, Commander Chat, paste. All right, so what I'm gonna do is hop back to the cookie jar. That was a super punky parallax coming up into Super Cruise. It was. That was cool. It's spooky. I love how purple this star is. Let's see, I took off the gamma correction, right? Yes, although it looks like, you can see how dirty my windshield is. I really wanna clean that. The star is so big, I feel like I'm about to just bounce off the bottom of it, but yeah, you're a saturated lane. I'm always saturated because I'm that pale. But no, the gamma is not on the deal. Let's see. Yeah, believe it or not, this is high contrast. Brightness actually reduced by a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Hopefully I look a little bit less like Walking Death, even though I always look like Walking Death. I'm not, like I said, that's just how pale I am. It's time to get funky. All right. So I'm gonna land at the cookie jar. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna go ahead and get the jump started before I take my break to go to the Coal Nebula, or wherever we were going.
This area respects considerate pilots. Fly safely, Commander.
Yeah, respects considerate pilots. They respect me.
Access granted. Follow standard docking procedure, Commander.
The coal stack. I think you're right.
Request confirmed. Assisted approach is
I knew that this was about like halfway there. There we go. Coal sack. Ooh. All right, so let's find a cool star to go in here too. I think I picked this one. Musca Dark Region. Okay, it looks like it's pretty well in the middle of everything and looks like a fairly bright star. So we'll go here. Okay, now it says carrier destination, jump in. All right. So we'll see how cool that looks.
contact confirmed. Cleared.
So yeah, I did take a little bit of hull damage by skirting too close to a black hole. It's okay. Omega Nebula's neat. You got into an asteroid station. It's just 5K light years out from the bubble. Ooh. Yep. Been there. Not to that one though. Not to an asteroid station. I went out to no man's land, but the Sanguine Rim was cool as hell. Oh, there's like an ass ton of grounds on my coffee. That sucks. All right, everybody. So when we get back, we'll still have 10 minutes to wait before we jump, but I could, you require a murder. A murder? What's up, Godzilla? Ooh, the purple flame. Nice. Well, there may be a murder. We'll go kill some pirates later on, although I don't know if there's gonna be pirates where we jump, but if they are, we will be ready. Combat mode. But for now, it is time to take a break. So I'll see y'all in exactly. Hello. I almost missed the timer because, as you can see, I was playing around with the camera. And nice to see someone's having fun. Let's see. Yes, I'm in the external camera of my ship. Is that a good one? I know. Hang on. I'm in the way. Nope. Does that make a good background? You folk who may be a little bit more visual than I am. What do you think? That's his music. Take like 3 big ass screenshots. You can live with that view? Nice. Wait, with me not here? No, not kidding. Oh, I was like, I got a Twitch message. No, I know I did. It's just that my phone and the browsers never talk. You know what? Sure, why not? Let's click. Ooh. Wrong one. Click back here. Or do we go for the more common, like, say, frame this way? Look. Down. This is as fast as the camera moves this particular way, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, I mean this is still pretty fast, all things considered. It's just that the distances we are dealing with are literally astronomical. I needed that. Don't worry, I'm not intending to keep y'all in the dark. It's just this situation sort of demands it. But I'll be okay. My smile never stays gone for long. I mean, you need someone to fly the ship, so I guess you can come too. I appreciate that. This moon is so big! Claire, your moon is so big. I'm just in awe. That's no moon! True. Okay. We're departing for the dark region. Garth Marenghi's dark place. If anybody has any memory of that. Well, too bad I can't make the whole carrier like pitch. That would be cool because I want to get this in the sunlight. I got 10 minutes. I got less than 10 minutes now to make it happen. I'm literally piloting an itty-bitty camera drone here. I'm trying to remember how to make it do what I want it to. Let's see, to rotate this away. Yep. All right, down, no. Down, yeah. Using my thruster controls. And pull back. So here's the underside of the cookie jar, by the way. As you can see, it's a lovely black and orange because I am a simple man. I'm enamored by a few things in this world, all of them to great effect. I love cookies. I mean boobies. I mean cookies. Because it's after midnight, I'm gonna start saying these things. Oh. Still going. Why? It's gonna start jumping the minute I like frame the perfect shot.
Time to heist!
Apparently, it's time to heist, ladies, ladies and gentle thems. I'm trying, I swear.
Heist in progress.
Aw, thanks, Claire. Now, if it'd only be on Snapchat. You would just join Snapchat just to send me pictures of actual cookies, and I would still appreciate that very much. And look at that beauty. Still not a moon. There are stars that color, though, which I think is cool as hell. All right, floop.
The moon is a jerk.
The moon is a jerk.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Right. I was talking with somebody earlier about my butt. They're like, I miss your butt. And I'm like, yeah, I miss your face too. And they're like, no, really. Like, every now and then I just want to. I'm like, oh, you just made my day. Thanks. They're like, well, I was always worried. And I'm like, if you ask permission, it's fine. I don't care if you give it a good squeeze, as long as you give me a heads up. And they're not going to do anything. You're not going to be like, oh, he squeezed my butt. Now we have to have kids. No. That's not how that works. Apparently, since I was the owner of an Apple iPhone 6, I'm part of a class action suit? Go figure. Email reading. Continue to look at the outside of the carrier.
Total success.
Kill. Songs. Songs to thwack by class action suit for what? I don't know. Probably because they were throttling battery performance or something, or processor performance based on battery life, and didn't tell anybody. Probably if I sign up for it, they'd be like, you get $3 whole. I'll be like, cool. Yeah, $3 whole. $3K would go a long way towards what's coming up. I'll take anything I can get. My control stick? Nope, that's just a regular carry movement. 37,300, 373,954. Currency counter. Currency tab, there we go. Sort by points. Oh, I'm a little ahead of you, but Conan is not very far with, he's just a hair under 340,000. And then Draco's next in line with 249. Hopefully Draco's doing well. I haven't seen him.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the bits. Always appreciative of your bits, Claire. Oh, I meant that as a joke. It came out a little creepy. I apologize. Now, if only I could see the cloud pop up here, like the minute it actually started jumping, that would be cool. You have a package currently in Zionsville, Indiana, which is a very alien-sounding city. Zion was the first city.
Attention. Counting down.
Wasn't it?
5, 4, 3, 2.
You're behind since you missed 2 streams. Stupid job. It's all good. You missed Indran's professing his love for us, I guess. But that's okay. Yeah, the 4th Dot Hat game was literally 1 stream long. Got my safe switch. Doesn't go down enough anymore. I gotta figure out what's up with that. I feel like the carrier jump now actually happens a lot faster than it used to. pre-patch. Might be less laggy now there are fewer carriers. Fair. That's a lot of ginger. But I want it. I need it. By the by, if this is your jam, this is something we do on the occasion, feel free to hit that follow button. Oh, had a little blip out of the world there for a sec. You have to watch the VODs of those. Entrance confessing his love you like. Nice. Alright, let's go above and see what this nebula looks like. I've never been to this one, so hopefully it's not... Hopefully it's impressive. Hopefully we go, wow. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, let's look around.
Hi, McCoffee.
What's up, McCoffee? Welcome in. We're taking a gander around a nebula. Which maybe I somehow managed to jump into like the wrong part of? No, I mean this feels smack dab in the middle of it, yeah? Oh. This is a trinary system though, that's gonna be cool looking. Alright, we'll jump here in a little bit. Let's take a look at this system. How have I been? Okay. It's been a little interesting the last couple of days, but it's all right. I'll know more tomorrow. Y'all will know more tomorrow. It'll be a-okay. Okay, you know what? This is my carrier. Screw safety protocol. Because we're also kind of out in the middle of BFE, so there shouldn't be anybody landing here. There's not many people. Playing some 7 Days to Die. Nice. Culty was trying to get me to play that game, but I want to spend $30 on a game I never played. GTFO. Actually, you know what?
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm gonna tool around in the system for a little bit.
To engage. 4, 3, 2.
Just like $10 or something recently. Nice. My thing though, I was like, oh, so you'll play? And he's like, well, I'm like, no. I'm like, I mean, I got plenty of single player stuff to carry me through forever. I don't need, let's see, let's check the Ori view real quick. Oh, damn. This is a weird system. It's not a bad solo game, but you do enjoy it with others. Nice. One game I might consider playing, Svartalfheimer was really trying to get me into it for a while. Now he's trying to get me into Final Fantasy XIV. But it was Lost Oasis. Like the idea of building a walker to that extent and you customize it was like, ooh, I like that. I like it a lot. Hello, Godzilla. Hopefully your cookies were tasty. Lost Oasis is like I said, I like the aesthetic and I like the base building aspect. And the fact that your base is mobile is great. I mean, I get a freaking, 3.5 kilometer long carrier. I like him big. And I like him mobile. This is a brown dwarf.
Commander Lane. Cartography sensors are scanning. Collating data. Class T dwarfs are brown dwarfs with a surface temperature between 700 and 1300 Kelvin. They are sometimes known as methane dwarfs due to the prominence of methane in their composition. They are on the borderline between what might be considered to be a very large gas giant planet and a star.
So literally, Iris beat me into what I was gonna say is beat me to what I was about to say regarding the reason why you keep jumping in at a brown dwarf. Because it's basically a really big, pretty hot planet, but not super hot, super big. But you can't scoop many, if any, of them. Yeah, I mean, so far, honestly, kind of underwhelmed. I expected a little bit more here, especially from things called Dark Region. But I guess, here's the thing, I guess it is dark. Because, like, you come over here, and, like, there's not a lot of stars here. Like, I guess that's cool in its own way. You mainly play Subnautica for the base building, I get that. Both Rick and Kakajo had some amazing series on that, which I thought were pretty cool. You were thinking about buying this game. I like it. I'd wait for it to go on sale just cause. Although I do have an extra copy of the base game if you're so inclined. But do not feel compelled to play it just because I got it for you. Like, I've bought it for 3 people, none of which play with me on the regular, and that's okay. The fact is, they play when they want to, play when they can, play when they feel like it. Yeah. Gah! Thank you for the bits! You'll take it, alright. I'm gonna slow down here real quick. Let's see. Are you on Discord, Godzilla?
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Thank you, Conan. Y'all are just keeping... it was the normal sound, it was just really loud. Yep, and there's the spookiness. Alright, I will read that notification later. What am I looking for? Server settings, roles. Create role. I love all of you. Thank you for spooking the shit out of me. You'll try it for sure. No problem. Let's see. Alright. Do not delete server. I kind of like my server. I'm not going to lie. I think it works out pretty good. And if you're not in... There you are now. Cool. Alright. So let's see. Here. Roll. Alright. Hang on. Make sure that all these permissions work. I'm doing something a little fancy. Can't seem to get it. Huh, that's weird. Alright, so let's see. So, Godzilla, let me know if over on the left-hand side, just under the NSFW channel, you see something that says Game Key Giveaway. This is also helping me test this out, make sure that I'm doing this correctly. I'm guessing the answer is yes. Heyo, all right, cool. So let's see. So if you want it, and honestly, if you want one of the, if you want some of these other ones, feel free. But let's see. Elite Dangerous is just under No Time to Explain Remastered and above Mirror Moon EP. Feel free to click that link. Let me know after you claim it. So this is something I was actually kind of setting up for y'all. I have a lot of extra keys I get because sometimes I'll get a press copy of a game that somebody wants me to review and I already own it. And so I'll ask them, I'm like, hey, can I do this in a giveaway? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, is there a time limit? And they go, no, here's a link. Or I'll get like a humble key or something. And I'll get it. Oh, hey, you can make yourself a giveaway winner. Nice. That's funny. And so I've got a lot of extra ones. So I went through Humble, and I think I made it all the way to the D's through alphabetical before I was just like, I'm tired. So I've got a bunch of keys in this. So eventually I'll be doing some giveaways, and you guys get to pick whatever you want. Because I can go back in and edit the message. In fact, I'm not going to edit it till I know Godzilla's done with that. Yeah, so this was not as cool as I thought it would be. That's okay, though. What we're going to do now is, because this ship still has a decent jump range on it, I'm going to jump to here. Yeah, so this is outside the nebula. I want to look at the nebula from the outside. Except I didn't plot a effing course. I am sitting in the middle of a pure black nebula. Precisely, right. But that's just it. I expected it to, I don't know, like look like undulating, rolling clouds of blackness instead of just, oh, it's black. Let's go between these two. Let's go here. This is the dark region. Is there anything over to the left here? Nah, whatever. It's fine. What's my jump range on this? It is 37. All right, yeah, we're fine. That caption on the site was AI levels. Yeah, Humble does not fuck around.
Frameshift drive charging.
So this is just the base game. There is an expansion called Horizons, which I suggest getting if you find that you are really enjoying this game. It does add a lot to it. And sometime next year, there's going to be another one called Odyssey, which is supposed to add even more stuff to this.
Faster than light velocity reached.
Now, what you're hearing now, this is part of a separate program called Voice Attack. So that is not included whatsoever with any of the
Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
Elite Dangerous games. Whee!
Commander Lane. Cartography sensors are scanning. Collating data. Confirmed stars are red stars that form the
I thought they said they
bulk of
fixed the
main
whole talking
sequence
over herself
stars
thing,
in the
but I guess
galaxy.
not.
Their mass is low, as is their surface temperature.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, because the cookie jar is parked in this, there we go. So I'm just gonna hit back to there, so that means that looking up, I should be able to see the nebula from far on the outside. We'll see how cool or not cool it looks. I mean, oh, well, that's the galactic plane. All right, that was not as cool as I thought it would be. That's okay. So let's look for some other cool shit. This was a bust. Not even the good kind of bust. Oh, I'm in rare form, except I'm really not. Let's see. More, yeah, Lupus Dark. All right, so dark regions, while cool from an astrological sense, are not cool from a visual sense. Could go out to Barnard's Loop. That might take a bit, though. Look at how many stars there are! Yeah, that's 3 jumps with a carrier, though, to go out this far. Here, I'm just gonna click one at random. You posted a screenshot of a cool looking star cluster leading up to the Omega Nebula. Nice. So most of these, if you see these really long star listings, these are actual stars that were added in that were discovered. So these, by and large, correspond to actual systems. Some of them, well, I say some of them, most of what you see here is generated procedurally based on data. What's crazy, though, is that they actually have a lot of people on staff to make sure it's pretty accurate, and they've actually discovered stuff after Elite came out that the data is like 95% similar, some ridiculously high percentage. So all you ever see people in this do is just kind of fly for hours looking for planets. You're not really sure, like what you just said. Why is finding stars important? Do you do anything or just see them? So you can do things. Right now, we happen to be out in BFE. We're looking for cool shit. but you can't actually legit go and explore stuff and try to find stuff that hasn't ever been found before. Like, for instance, this game is 6, 7 years old. Way over here, when I just happened to be tooling out in the middle of nowhere as part of a quest, I stumbled across this solar system, which is, you know, kind of neat. It's a binary system, but I was the first person to have found it. And as consequently, I was also the first person to map everything. It's even got a couple of, you know, icy planets, which is neat. Wavelane, suck ass the binary system. Oh, come on. It's a cool binary system. It's not like a regular Sol system, which is all boring except for the fact that there's life on there. So you can go out and kill pirates, which we may do, because that'd be something fun to do. Because this is out where there's let's see, there's no population whatsoever out here, right? All right, security. Yeah, no, there's almost no human, there's literally no human contact out this far. Yeah, I can see they're all anarchy. Which means there's no law. So let's see, so why don't we find a nice high has-res to go to. Anarchy does not equal no people though. Correct, just very few people. I'm gonna laugh if we end up discovering this solar system and I actually got there and someone's gonna call it suck ass. I'm gonna be like, whoa! Hey, no problem, Godzilla. You certainly have spent more than that helping me out, so I appreciate it. Let's see, so let's target you.
Time to heist!
All right, let's see.
Heist in progress.
Oh yeah. All right, so these are all the starter systems. Deciad, I can go to Deciad. I'll go to Lave. $25 billion people. You can't land on Lave 2, which is interesting. Oh, there's a Jelly Bop there, and yeah, you know what? Why not? There's quite a few fleet carriers out there, though. I mean, it's kind of neat because everything's redshifted because of the nebula, but it's not as cool as I thought it would be. Here, let's just go ahead and jump to. Let's just go ahead and at least start heading to where we need to go. All right, where's a good pirate system? Where's a good system in Flux? Where's a good system where I can go in and start tearing some shit up? That may be how we end this. Like that. How do we tear up that Hot Pocket? Your favorite parts of No Man's Sky is the ship flying? There was somebody giving me shit for letting my ship do like the, you know, autopilot and stuff. And I'm like, I want to look around. I want to go, what's that? What's that? What's that? Without having to worry about going into a planet. Yep. I know. I forget who it was. Obviously not important.
Frameshift drive charging.
Play Eve and don't use autopilot. I don't, if I wanted to play Spreadsheet the game, I would get a job in data entry. I get paid instead of having to pay.
Jump into next system.
Total success.
Svartalfheimer was being to Eve. He may still be. Like I said, he was wanting me to play Lost Oasis, and now like every day he's like, "Hey, so Final Fantasy 14 has this cool feature where," and I'm like,
scanning for information.
Had a pretty good time at Eve for like a month buying Plex and just messing around. Nice. Flex is the premium currency, but you can earn it, right? I remember when I could afford premium currency. Yeah, the phone app to train skills. Nice. Speaking of money I don't have, the capture card. We could maybe end with some Pokemans. If y'all are sick of the ship flying. But we got like an hour and 20 minutes, it's fine. We're gonna kill some pirates, just guys. To show off the fact there is more to this game than just flying and looking at cool as hell shit. So you can have a full fleet. Yep, you can have a full fleet or one ship. Yep. Can you fly them all independently, or do you have to be like the one in the driver's seat? Because this game, you can have a lot of ships, but you have to be the one to fly them all. Like I can't loan out my ships to y'all and stuff like that. You still need to outfit an AX cutter. If you want to spend the money. Oh, so this one, you can have a full fleet. But you have to be the one to drive them. With a few exceptions, you can get your ship freighted to places.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated.
Or, once you've been in the game for a while, you can buy a fleet carrier,
Please sit back and relax, Commander.
which costs 5 billion credits. Do you have to be in the driver's seat? Correct. So, to fly all of you can't have like ships go out and mine for you, like automatically. You can't hire NPC ship. You can't hire NPCs to fly your ships completely autonomously. What is up with this? My chatbot is just like refusing to refresh. Can you get a mod to turn a carrier into a Superstar Destroyer model? So the carrier is immortal and has big ass lasers. In fact, if I was being chased by a pirate, you would see it. But a while. Yeah, it takes a while. Even with prices and mining being what they are, it still takes a while to get that much money.
Landing complete. Hangar crew is ready. Our services are available for use, Commander.
Yes, thank you. All right. Fuck, whatever. I'm just gonna minimize that. I only have chat here. Sure, legit ways. Yes, the premium currency you can buy in this game is only for cosmetic stuff. You can't trade it in for actual money. I like this radio station. This really fits well with Elite. It's just the Epic station. The Epic station on Pretzel Radio. Why am I going to here? I don't need to go to here. I want to go to here. And this is my fleet carrier, the cookie jar. Because of course it's the cookie jar. Now, this whole ship is 3.5 kilometers long. This one here is roughly the size of 2 football fields, the one I was flying. It's 600 meters. So yeah. All right, so do we want to look at more cool shit, or do we want to try to fight some pirates? I'll leave it up to y'all. I guess I could try some power play combat, but I don't know if that would be necessarily profitable or not. I hear you have to kill like 100 ships to even make an impact. We don't have time for 100 ships. If you can get a Star Destroyer, you're so in. So you can fit a Type 10 Defender, which has the most gun hardpoints, like slots for guns in the game, and set them all to fire at will with green lasers, and you will feel like you're in a Star Destroyer because that's 10 lasers going all at one point. Okay, let's see. Actually, before I go anywhere, let's see if there's any Haz-Res stuff in this sector. I don't think there is because we're out in the middle of BFE, but you never get anywhere by just not doing anything, you know? Are there any rings? There are ringed planets. Come to think of it. And for okay, I was about to say for sure I'm not the only the first person who's been out here. No, there's quite a few. First mapped by validating. Yeah, Type 10 has a unique ability to black fools. Yes, pirates. You got it. Now, my ship, the one I'm in currently, the Pumpkin Spice, has quite a few lasers on top, but nowhere near as many as the Type 10. A Type 10 is handy, it's just it turns too slow for my particular liking. Let's see. Earth masses, radius, metal rich. Let me fuck it, we're here. Let's look. You can't serve under a pumpkin spice regime. It's fine. This is the name of my particular ship, is the pumpkin spice. Because I like the way it tastes. I'm a big fan of nutmeg and cardamom. And I really enjoy the color orange. And tell me that is not a sexy as hell ship, though.
Speed restrictions have been lifted. Until next time, Commander.
It's also the fastest real space large ship. You can get, if you tune it fully, you can get about 550. I get about 500 because I'm actually weighed down because I have a semi-combat build, which are all the weapons that just popped up on the right there. You've grown to really like the way the Corvette looks and feels. Now the Corvette has, I think it also has 7 guns, but it's the only ship in the game that has 2 huge hard points. Even the cutter here only has 1, which is underneath the ship. I call it the Space Dong, and you'll see why if we ever get to deploy it. Because it just comes out going... It was much more fun when it was the... You know what? I'm guessing this is the Nebula, because it looks like I'm flying into darkness here, which is actually kind of cool in its own way. Where are we going? We're going here. All right. Wow, that is a lot of cool stars. How far out is that, Comrade? It's probably pretty far out, huh? Womp. Corvette is 2 huge, 1 large, 2, yeah, so 2, 6, 7, yeah, so 7. Same as the cutter, but the cutter only has 1 huge. 1 huge, 3 large. 4 large, yeah. That's right near a mega, oh yeah, no, that's too far out. Yeah, we don't have time for, that would take literally a whole stream for us, even in the fleet carrier, to hop out that far. Okay, now that we've got that searched, let's see.
High metal content planet. High metal content worlds like this have a large metallic core, with plentiful metallic cores even at the surface. In places, especially around areas that pass to rocky volcanism or rocky world with some higher metals can be found in their elemental form. Worlds like this have lost most of.
I really like it, but yeah, that is a thing. They said I thought they'd already fixed, but apparently not. Check out the rings on this. Check out the rings on this thing. A Corvette with dirty drives is really maneuverable, especially for a large ship, and can just delete people. What? Too far? Too far? That must be a lot bigger than I thought. Womp womp. That's what she said. All right. Yes, this is a pretty big ring system here. All right. Scan these rings.
Surface scan complete.
Okay. What's over here? Platinum. All right, that'll be handy if I ever need that. Okay, so the answer is no. Ship design in this game reminds you of Homeworld. The cutter, which is what I'm flying right now, is actually a very different style compared to a lot of the ships in this game. This is super sleek. It's basically a rich person's yacht. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of why I got it, because I like the look of it. And the weapon loadout, for me, fits well. It's a good feel for me. But you know what? When we get to pirate thing, I'll hop in the Corvette. I do got a silky ship. It's a silky ship, and it really hits hard. In fact, I mean, even though my cutter is just as engineered as the Corvette, I want to say, like, I probably do more damage in the cutter. Because I can just stay on target forever, because it's so fast, I can just maneuver around where I want. Versus the Corvette, I have to go, all right, I'm here. Because that's what it's designed for. It's designed to pull up and go, ha-ha. Blow up the shit out of everything. Blow up the shit out of everything. It was necessary to say it like that. We love you more than our favorite sports team. Nice. Yes, it's a knife. A very big knife. But we're gonna go get the cannon, technically. Alright, so while we're on our way back, because autopilot is active, let's consider where we're gonna go. This is the cool thing about carrier management. You don't have to be on your carrier to tell it to go somewhere. You like a nice girl. What's up, Inspiral? Welcome. I mean, I guess we can go back to Cubio. For sure, there's something around here I can find to blow up. 05 by Vince Piersman. Ooh, the art of this looks pretty cool. Yeah, well, here's the thing, like, as much as I also, like, really enjoy this interior, some part of me really likes the interior of the Corvette as well, like, for a different way. Like, I love the angularness of it, and I'll show y'all what I mean when we get there. Because basically this is kind of meant to be walked around with your little mag boots, and you sit in your carbon fiber, you know, dash, where you kick your feet up. Because you're like me, and you don't have just a spacesuit, you have clothes on your spacesuit, because of course you do. Because I gotta look fly. I gotta look fly as hell. The Corvette is center-seated, whereas this is technically offset. Because these ships are supposed to be piloted by tons of crews, but, you know, whatever. And eventually, if you get Horizons, you can also do this thing called multi-crew, where you could actually literally pop onto my ship and, like, man the guns while I fly around and shoot shit. Do I have a fighter on here? Yeah, I do have a fighter bay on here. But I don't have a crew with me. But that's fine. I'm going back to the cookie jar to get my crew. Want more hot meats? Hot meats. I gotta find out how the fuck I broke this drawer. Or even if my son did. I don't care how it happened. I just want to know why it happened. That's a cough drop. My throat's been scratchy. I'm a little concerned with that, but I washed my hands enough, it should be okay. It's been, what, 2 weeks since I went and got the Switch? And that was the only time I was really out for an extended period of time. Except for today. Today, I went and got a Ring Fit for the Switch, so I could start working out where it's not fucking hot.
Attention, a hyperspace jump has been scheduled. Please finish any remaining tasks in this system prior to the carrier's departure. Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time.
You know what, after we go beat up some pirates, we may go for a canyon run in the Eagle.
Assisted approach is underway.
I have a little itty-bitty ship that can go almost twice as fast as this giant one, and this giant one is fast. We've got to go back to school in about a month and a half. Kind of worried about that. Yeah. We're in a similar situation, comrade.
Deployed.
Because my wife is a teacher, my son will be going into kindergarten. However, the superintendent for the school district he's in is like, we gotta take care of our people. He's like, I don't give a shit what the government says. And I'm like, bless you. Well, there's no VPN makers are probably about to make the bank.
Landing successful. Clamps engaged. Greetings, Commander. We are
All
glad
right.
to have you.
Refill. So, let's hop into my Corvette. So as it stands on top here, you know what? Let's talk about outfitting first before we go there. So I can detail the differences in the weapons, because they're very different ships in regards to weapon layout, for me in particular, and how they, if you could only tell a presence in real life, right? So down below here, you're gonna see my 4X multi-cannon pop out soon. There we go. When it was a laser cannon, it was a lot bigger, but that's okay. So hard points. Up, down below here, I've got my 4A multi-cannon, which is modified for caustic rounds. And then right on top, I've got 2 giant beam lasers. And then slung underneath, I've also got more multi-cannons. So I've got a total of 3 multi-cannons on the underside of my ship, and 4 beam lasers on turret mounts. So no matter, as long as they're above me, I can shoot them with my lasers. I like the small bit of flavor that the huge hard points take longer to deploy and store. Correct. So this ship is built for a lot. In fact, has an ungodly amount of shields, to be quite frank. However, a Gladiator, my son named it. I was gonna call it something like the Morning Star. This ship is built for combat. And as you can see, the dash, like I said, there's a certain elegance in its angledness. But this was built for 0G. There's like handholds everywhere.
Attention. A hyperspace jump has been scheduled. Please finish any remaining tasks.
And you
in
sit
this system
super
prior
far
to
back from the
carrier
front.
departure.
Like, super far back. Like, you know, we're way back there. This is a giant space penis. The Corvette is very no nonsense, correct. You can see even its seats are very utilitarian compared to my cutter. My cutter is a yacht that happens to have big ass guns and is fast. This is a literal warship that I happen to paint nice. So as far as this outfitting goes, right behind me here are 2 huge laser cannons. I've got 1 large multi-cannon, 2 small, or yeah, 2 medium multi-cannons, and 2 small multi-cannons. So this is the other way around. I've got an ass ton of bullets and 2 giant ass lasers. Versus my Corvette, I have more lasers than guns, but they're all pretty big. Honestly, I've been thinking about turning these into thermal lasers just for the hell of it. And some part of me really wants to put railguns on this, but it's just not maneuverable enough. Apparently though, putting 4 railguns on a cutter is like, I just don't know if I'm that accurate. I mean, I don't do a half bad job with 3 railguns when I'm killing Darkoids, but Darkoids are a lot flatter than ships are. What's my shield at? Yeah, my shield is,
Time to heist!
as boosted as it is almost as beefy as my cutter,
Heist in progress.
which is saying a lot, because I have a lot of boosters on this thing. But the cutter has that absolute massive amount of shields.
Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
I think in real space, the cutter is more like the Corvette will move up and down and stuff, but it can't maneuver around behind stuff as fast. Like at a standstill, you can change your pitch and yaw and stuff faster. But under momentum, yeah, it's a big ass gun that happens to have engines. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. I've got a little ship kit on it because I got the spoiler because I like the look of it. And let's see, livery. Oh yeah, I got a railgun fighter on it as well. Yeah, the Icarus Orange, which looks nothing like the actual paint job here. I also have this, Icarus Gray, which I thought was, it's kind of the exact opposite. It looks pretty cool. But I also have these rusted out looking ones, which are kind of neat, like, you know, battle scarred basically. I think Icarus Blue is what Never has. I could be wrong though. And then the Luminous Onion Head. Do they have any like glowy ones? No. I did almost get this copper looking one. It didn't quite do it for me. You actually like the base paint job a lot?
Total success.
Total success. We don't want Verity. Who do we want? Let's get Archer. Big red. You know what? Death Star. Let's go Death Star green. For Godzilla. Alright, let's see. Let's go. Huh? And sure, I'll add you. Like I said, if you end up liking it, I highly recommend getting the Horizons expansion. Ooh. That sexy saxophone trill. Oh yeah, it's weird to invite people on Steam now. All right, let's see. Back here. Alright, we'll leave that cyan. Even though these are technically different cyans in the real game, it's a little better. Alright, and the Imperial Fighter is orange. Ooh, thank you, Claire. I keep telling myself I'm not going to make a Twitter apology video, so I'm not going to ask those things. Twitter apology. I'm not going to do any kind of apology video because I don't want anything to apologize for. You know what? No, let's go for some beat up shit. Let's go for this. Still need to get the Guardian fighters. The Lance is probably my favorite. It's the railgun fighter. It's the only fighter that has any kind of railguns on it, so it's fun. Let's see, core internal. Yeah, okay. So I got the big daddy power plant on here. Okay, and I'm all into shields. I really should go all shields on my cutter as well. I just haven't. Going to Kubio in 3 minutes. Oh, I was about to say return to surface is still open.
Attention.
I'm genuinely curious what'll happen.
All services have been suspended.
See, it says lockdown protocol active. What's about to happen? Am I about to be stuck in the middle of nowhere on my combat ship? Ah! Nope. As I hit it, because it let me do it. You're supportive of the no apology goal over. Exactly. As much as I want to see things, I don't need to be apologizing for seeing things. Because that ain't cool. You have to be me. Oh no, you. Please, by all means. 100% into it. And there's a difference between banter and like crossing that line, which is what I'm not gonna do. Ever. What? I wonder what happened to my Keurig that like, whatever. So I'm not tempted to drink a whole pot at night. I don't make coffee just for the, I don't make a whole pot of coffee anymore for the stream. I did when I stayed up till 2. But now. Bonk.
Attention pilots. Please remain a safe distance from this carrier. A hyperspace jump is imminent.
I've seen it on Reddit anyway. Sometimes you can get like a glitch where you stay in this view and you get to see yourself go, which would be cool. I've been on the other side, and y'all have seen that, and I don't know if you have. I think this is literally the first time I've streamed this since the carrier update dropped. I know I haven't put it on YouTube yet, because I'm bad. Honestly, I'm bad about putting stuff on YouTube. If I could afford to hire a friend of mine to like manage all my YouTube stuff, I would. It just haven't technically worked since March, so money is a thing that I need, but it's okay. Your game crashes every time you try to look at your character drop in. That sucks.
Counting down.
There may be some particle somewhere that your card is just like Kind of like me and Dot Hack. It was just like purple. Purple's a hard color. I don't want that. And then my frame rate would bog down to 40. But then again, I think it was actually the game, because then we played the 4th one, literally no problem. The animation quality itself wasn't great, but literally no problem. My neck. 1 hour to go. All right, let's see what's around. Once I get to go back in. I guess I have to get get closer. All right, Ringed Planet. Oh, for real? There's no ringed planets here? That is some bullshit. Are all 3 of our carriers here? Yes, all 3 of the carriers are here. Huh. Population 0. All right. I mean, I guess that could be a mining thing. It's just six light years. Who cares?
Ship has released. You are clear to leave.
Once again, what are they gonna say? Don't forget to grab your crew. Oh, fuck. Whatever. It's fine.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll fly in the fire.
All clear. Good luck and fly safely.
At least you have limpets, right? Yes, I do technically, because I didn't take them off of the pumpkin spice. So I still have limpets technically, because I have a collector controller in both of these, so that way when I blow pirates up, I can get the shit they leave behind, without having to be like, steady, steady. You gotta be shitting me. Freaking jumping. Oh, whatever, it's fine. Literally a star system with no planets. Okay, this is an extraction system, so. If you really decide you want to get into it, I recommend a flight control stick of some kind. And if you ever want to play VR, for sure you'll need one. I say that. I would highly recommend one, because it's not like you can see your hands. %, left on my watch.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
This is a big star. Something here. It's not what I need. Alright, it's fine. I was like, yeah, we'll be fine going to Kubio. It's cool, right? Sweet. Alright, let's see. Let's go here.
Frameshift drive charging.
But MK is also very usable. He played for yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Womp. Brotherhood of Gits. I wonder what that is. Hopefully they're friendly. Hopefully they're not friendly, actually. Alright, there's a ring planet. And the reason why a ring planet, or even an asteroid belt, hell, is because there tend to be miners, M-I-N-E-R-S, not O-R-S. And where there are miners, there are pirates! Hey, conflict zone! Let's go there. Is it the Brotherhood of Gits like Stack Overflow mods? I don't know! Hip hip, 75570 Democrats. Let's see. All right, so here we should find, now specifically this conflict zone, we should be able to find quite a bit. Ooh, could be a capital ship, because we are close enough to somewhere. Now, given that I'm in power play, it should auto put me on a team that I need to be on. Marked as duplicate removed. What? That would be cool to see a capital ship. I worry about capital ship blowing the shit out of me though. As I have not flown a lot in this. It's pretty well engineered. You know, bi-weave is up to 3. Oh, it's up to 3, shit. Ah! Thank you, Claire. We're the spooks, but my lasers are both at 5. I think all my weapons are engineered. I think I never got around to the shields. Dun, dun, dun. Has to be the right, yeah, I mean, fair. If a Fed pops in, then obviously, the Farragut pops in, then I know what I'll have to fight. Unless they're insurgents and they have the Majestic class interdictors. Because that's always a possibility too. Because the Imperials, just like the Federalists, fight a lot. And I'm pledged to one of them, which means technically all the rest are my enemies right now. For the next 2 weeks, however long it takes for me to buy stuff. Which is another reason why I'm holding on to those diamonds. That way, once I buy all those shields. All right. Ugh. I'm so slow. All right, let's see. Patronage or democracy? Ooh. So, all right, who do we want to fight for? Do we want to fight for the Democrats? Oops. Or the Empire League? Where is everyone? They're right there. I was really far out. I'm thinking I probably want to fight for the Empire League. Yeah. There we go. So now our friend and foe indicators have popped up.
Good to have you on the team, Commander.
All right, so here's an example of other things other than just flying around and looking at pretty planets, McCoffee.
Under attack. Thermal attack. Gaining height. Target shields offline.
We've got an enemy captain in the area. Take him down.
See, I feel like I would have already killed him in the cutter, is all I'm saying. But I want to say my loadout is really similar to Never's. Oh, you hear that? Capital class signature detected. There it is.
Under attack.
They're targeting our capital ship. Defend it.
You got it. After I finish taking out this. Yep. So now we're gonna see the really big ships. The things that, I don't know if they're bigger than a carrier, to be quite frank. Ah, for real? At 0% hull, your shields go back online? There you go.
Good shooting, Commander.
Okay, let's see. You, Imperial Interceptor Cannon. Alright, where's the biggin? Where's the biggin? Independent Captain. Where are you? Quit shooting my boy. There we go. Oh,
Time to
I can't target him
heist.
because he's too cold.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
They have multi-cannons on the huge and small with... It doesn't look like I'm doing much, but there is a little bit to piloting.
Heist in progress.
There we go. God. Vipers are so freaking fast. And something's shooting me. You know what? We're gonna go a little crazy here.
Fighter system on. Target shields online. Target shields offline. Fighter system on. Fighter system off. Fighter system on.
Then start piloting it like I would the cutter. Alright. Who the fuck was shooting me now?
Good shooting,
Yeah.
Commander.
No, my thrusters are pretty well engineered, I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Target shields offline.
Where are you, thrusters? There should be the highest, like, here we go. Thrusters, 7A. Maybe I didn't. I would have put money on that I had, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot that part. Okay, where are you, Captain? Greg Brunt, Majestic Class Interdictor. Who's doing okay. Imperial Navy vessel. HE, oh no. Actually, before we get too far.
Cargo suit deployed. Programming living drone.
They are not engineered. Yep, guess not.
Success!
All right. Okay, I saw the captain earlier, and then I drove over here. Okay, where's Greg? Greg, where are you? Okay, you're down here. Yeah, apparently. Like I said, I thought they were engineered, but obviously not. I worry about leaving. I think that'll like reset everything. I don't know for certain though.
Target destroyed. Flight assist on.
All right, let's see.
Nicely done, Commander.
We just lost another ship.
Okay, we're still tied though, so that's fine. What is out here? All right. Oh, hi.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
You gotta be careful not to shoot your friendlies, otherwise you will get fined and occasionally get a bounty on your head. And then your allies try to blow you up for not a lot of credits.
Target destroyed.
Look at how big this ship is though. Oh! Hey! Wow! Try to give me the kiss of death. No, thank you.
Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Under attack. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
There we go. All right. Who? All right, you ass.
Nicely done, Commander.
Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Under attack. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Everything's reloading. All right.
Target destroyed.
Keep going, Commander.
All right, we're starting to win now. Once again, this ship's pretty big.
Target shields offline. Fighter deployment sequence initiated.
Commander, keep it up.
Shields online. Shields currently critical. Flight assist off.
There we go.
Enemy dispatched. Acquiring
Ship
new
under
target.
attack. Warning. Temperature gradient under attack.
All right, how we doing? Not so good. All right.
Target shields online. Fighter shields offline. Fighter destroyed.
That's a neat cockpit, right?
Target shields offline.
Okay, I'm genuinely curious now.
Attack. Cargo screen retracted.
Okay, here's Cuvier. Are you trying to bounce off him? Because if so, I approve. I actually did hit him a couple of times. That way.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Ah. Yeah, so apparently all I did was engineer the guns on this thing. No, we don't have time. We only got half an hour till I gotta turn in. You do have dirty drives pinned, right? I don't know. I think so. I should do it before I forget and just not worry about getting drag drives on there. Even just 30 makes a big difference. Yep.
Refuel the sensors, Commander. Standard flight regulations are in place around this carrier. Access granted. Please proceed to your landing pad, Commander. You're clear for automated approach. Please sit back and relax, Commander.
If this big and expensive, for sure will fly itself. Glad we left before our hull got breached.
Scan detected.
Scan detected. Watch, I'm gonna click it and it'll just be like surprised that it actually is. I'll be like, damn! Or it needs selenium. That's entirely possible. Oh, and you know what? While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna take the entry for Elite out of there. Delete. Done.
Landing complete. Clear to disembark. Welcome, Commander.
Engines. Dirty drives. Yep. Guess not. That's a good roll. Come on, do it in one. Sometimes it happens. Yes. Okay, this one is almost always 3, though. Yep. Okay, here we go, selenium. Maybe I didn't have any selenium last time I did this. I was like, oh, I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, there's only one. I don't have many pharmaceutical isolators, so I'm just gonna roll once. All right. So that being said, okay. So we saw what the Corvette can do. Let's try the cutter. Also, how much money have I given her? Almost $1 billion. Where do we come from? Is it this? Yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Please watch for traffic during departure.
Like that guy right there.
Scan detected.
Commander chat. Is to go out and fight once every few weeks in exchange that she's a space billionaire. I know, right?
You are now clear of the
Well, I've trained her up since mostly harmless, and I've got her all the way to master. Yeah, and she's almost completely done with master. So instead of taking like 15%, she takes like 7%.
4, 3, 2.
So some part of me's like, yeah, you know, I really should get, you know, a new pilot. It's like, oh, it's cheaper just to hire when you need it. And I'm like, is it? Is it? Like, what I want is some fighter pilots to, like, work for me on the carrier, and I just, like, pay for that lounge, you know? That's what I want.
Fuel scooping. Fuel
Oh, 8A fuel scoop. I'm done fuel scooping. I forgot what that was like. Was that high intensity? Yeah. Yep, Empire League and Democrats. We'll go back in. And then see how we're gonna tear up here. This is a very different type of fighting ship. It's a lot less work on my end, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. Biwa. Corvette would have been better. It's fine. Like I said, I'll show you how different I fight in them. I may shave soon, just for the hell of it. The hair I'm not gonna cut just because it's a matter of pride now.
Greetings, Commander Lavelane.
So I've got some friends that just insist that
All
masks are
systems
stupid, and
prepared.
I just don't know. So I certainly can't give them the satisfaction of going out and getting a haircut. Alright. Open the bot. You must able to point your ship if there's 100% of the time. Nice. I'm gonna come back. They'll be like, "Didn't you just leave?" And I'll be like, "Motherfucker!" Light Blade swore.
Yes, he did.
So once again, thank y'all for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. We're gonna be done with RPGs for a while, so you don't have to worry about missing a session and going, "What the fuck's going on?" And I'm like, well, you see, we killed God, and then God had a kid, which ate the other one. It was really weird and kind of like vaguely sexy. But then, you know, God's brother, other God, seems like the carriers are more effective in combat than these other capital ships. They can blap someone in seconds, right? Deploy hard points. Alright, you
That's
deploy.
already done.
Oh, thank you.
Wilco, Commander. Let's deploy this fighter. Fighter is online. Ready for action.
Fighter orders. Engage at will.
Acknowledged. Let's
Who is
do this, Commander.
dumb enough to shoot me? All to
Welcome aboard,
weapons.
Commander.
Hello.
Greetings, Commander.
Natalie, however, shooting up here.
Target shields offline.
So here's the thing. I'm not aiming at him. I'm shooting him, though. And then, big guns.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Alright, moving on. Oh, not you. You.
We'll need to be careful here, Commander. I'm picking up more than...
You're on a roll, Commander.
Target shields offline.
Eagle's been alive for far too long.
Under attack.
Somebody else is shooting the shit out of
Enemy
me, though.
Spec Ops inbound. Watch your six.
Shield breach attack. Taking damage.
Time to
You're
hide.
dead? Spec Ops, Wing Alpha, interesting. Oh, look at that. You're literally sitting in my butt, aren't you?
You're on a roll, Commander.
Look at that. Look at that. Ugh.
Shield's gone, but I'm hanging in there, Commander. I'm taking a lot of fire, Commander. Hull down to 50%.
No, you're
Full range on the
dead.
fighter.
You're dead, sweetie.
It's gone, sir. Multiple targets to choose from, Commander. We'll take them one at a time. Fighter deployed. Awaiting your orders.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Under attack.
Wow. I've never had an entire Spec Ops wing literally sit in my butt before trying to shoot me. That was crazy.
Heist in progress.
Help me, Commander. Taking fire. Repeat, taking fire. They've burned through my shields. Request assistance while they come back online.
Damn.
We lost the fighter. It took too much
Again.
damage,
That's
sir.
crazy.
Fighter assembly initiated. Flight assist off. Under attack. Flight assist on. Fighter assembly complete. Flight assist off.
instant death. Alright, what is my hull at? Oh, fuck. Alright. Bye!
Warning, corrosion. Damage resistance weakened.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I've never had a whole elite thing just sit on me before.
Frameshift drive charging.
Bye, fighter. Damn. I was hoping for another capital ship, not gonna lie. That would have been fun. Don't give me that. You know that was a whole different type of combat. Ow. You know what? We got 15 left. Let's just go ahead and go back.
Success!
Indeed. Yeah, see, Silver Lines is up there. I'm right here, and then there's the lair. Oof. That was brutal, though. I had an ass ton of shields, and you saw how much they were on me. Yeah. It's not even a pure PvP ship, though, but no, I got my ass handed to me. I did make it out alive, though, which is important.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, a little hologram. Yeah, it just went boom. I was like, uh-oh. Like, elite combat group, like, oh, I've heard of those. Those are really sucky. They're right there, and I'm like,
Velocity.
they're on my ass. Like, literally, they're in my ass. I did not consent to that. Then you ran the FDL, and then you were done. No, it ran me. It gave me the kiss. I almost had it down. But I had a whole wing on me, which is why you don't go to a, you know, Hazardous site like that without a pure PvP ship. Oh, I don't even know if I have anything in my military slots, is what's funny. I should have some shield boosters. Wait, I do, don't I? Yeah, I got 2. Which is why I have 4,000 shields. Yeah. So, oh, I lied. The cutter, rather the Corvette, has half as much shields as my cutter does. Boom! Limping back home. Let's see if they follow me.
You're the pirate scum that left us here.
I like how I can completely get there on one boost. What's funny is that I'm pretty certain that that orange was me earlier leaving. That shield takes forever to recharge, precisely. Which is why when I go prismatic, it's going to be closer to 8,000 shield. Nope, exactly. But once it's to, you know, half is when I get out. I'll never take hull damage again, but yeah.
Landing gear deployed.
So there we go. That's Lave doing pretty good in PvP, and then they were like, "Oh, you're doing pretty good, huh?" They didn't even up it to 11. They upped it to like a 9, and I just can't do that in my jack of all trades ship. Refuel. Repair.
Almost safe landing. Hangar crew is ready. Our services are available for use, Commander.
But hey, now you got to see the carriers, which are cool as shit. Alright, so it's a little early, but I think it's time to go ahead and call it. Like I said, I greatly appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm sorry it wasn't quite my normal self, but it's okay. Where? There you are. Huh! Raid, who's still awake? Stump Gamers, what? No. I'm gonna refresh. They can't be on this late. It's like 10:30 where they're at. It's almost 11. They never stay up that late. I'll be damned, they are. Let's go say hi to Stella. Let's go say hi to Rick. All 70 y'all. Cool. So anyway.